What's going on, y'all? Oh, what's happening up here? We're having some issues. My whole life is having issues right now. Oh, no. Okay, that's got to be better. That'll do. What's happening, y'all? Another day, another you, another me. And we are live on YouTube as well as Joshua. He wins. He gets the first. You all you Twitch viewers sort of lost, and Josh won. So there's that. What's happening, everyone? We are back and ready for some more Age Mythology action, as is the day, as is the time, and all the other good stuff that comes with that. So, to kick today off, I am going to be searching for a gimmidy game of some sort here, and it looks to me like it could be. Oh, I want to cast that game, but maybe I won't. I really want to cast that game. Maybe we cast this one. Sure. Why not? I don't know if Illuminati's been asking me to cast one of his games for ages, and I keep on not casting the game for whatever reason. So I'm gonna cast this one. This one looks like a fun game. It's on the map Snake Dance, which we don't really get to cast very much of. It's a very interesting map with a lot of shenanigans in it. So let's watch this one, and then we'll move on with our lives and all the other good stuff that comes with that. Jibs asks, how do you determine proper strategic responses to what your opponent's choose? This guy, that's a big question. Like, when I see the opponent take a second TC, when is it better to follow up with taking a TC versus going up in the next stage? So, a lot of the things, a lot of the questions you sort of ask are like matchup dependent, and strategy dependent. For example, if I'm playing inside of like a Prometheus economy play with Aranos, and my opponent decides to go 2 TC, I will probably stay 1 town center unless I think the map is absolutely impossible to get anything done with, right? I'll probably go for that 1 town center play there and just try and overwhelm the 2 TC player. But that's also because Aranos has got all the power to be able to do that. Whereas, say, if I was in a similar position and I did like an economic opening with, say, Hades, and I went 1 TC opening and I saw my opponent go 2 TC, I'm much more likely to say, you know what, I'm happy to go 2 TC here. And it's got maybe nothing to do with the map, matchup. Sorry, it's got nothing. It does have stuff to do with the map. You have to read the map, but then you also have to know the matchup. So, long story short is, think about what your god is good at, or your god's strengths are when your god is powerful, and then consider how best to take advantage of that. I think that's probably the general plan, or the general strategy, or the general whatever around Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 4 and Age of Empires 2 as well, mind you. It just, there's less asymmetry in those games, so it's less prevalent, even though it's still in there. But you're always got to be thinking, what can I get out of my Civ to give myself the maximum ability to win? I know I didn't really answer any question there, but that's the thing. Yeah, so unfortunately, it depends. That is the best thing. How you going, Matador? Have you been playing much lately? Have you got any good games you want to send my way to cast? I'd love to cast a Rooney. Long story short, Kitsune are overpowered. Yeah, Kitsune are very fun to use. I don't know if they're overpowered. I think it depends on the god. I think with Susanoo, I don't really like them because it cuts into your power spike. Your power spike is all on favor, and you just spam out a whole bunch of Kitsune. Sure, you can get raids in and try and get an economic advantage, but that doesn't matter. What matters is your power spikes. But nonetheless, we're going to cast this game. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. More economic gods appreciate allowing investment into eco easily. I wish I could have like a better answer, chimps. I just don't. I don't have a good answer. Like, I think the best thing is to just take situations and then ask yourself the question, inside of those situations, what would you have preferred to have done after the fact? Just try something and see if it works or doesn't work. How does it feel in that position? Did I lose because I made like a massive micro or macro mistake inside of the matchup? Or did I lose because the strategy was really bad or the strategic decision I made was really bad? I think that's probably where you want to go. Anyways, let's watch this game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? My name's Boit, and I am back with some Age of Mythology retold action in the left-hand corner of the map. Chopping down the trees, building the monument to the villagers, killing the boars. His name is Killuminati. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Susanoo, the biggest brain in Age of Mythology himself, Mr. Husk Soup. I kind of want to show off that card anytime I can, but maybe I should start making those cards for everyone. Everyone who gets featured gets a card with a randomly assorted numbers next to their skill stats based on nothing that I know. Nonetheless, we are on the map Snake Dance, everyone's favorite map to hate at the moment, I think. I really like this map. I think it's a really, really cool map. It's a very defensive map, which allows for defense. Allows for booming. It allows for second town center ideas and basically just playing for later games. And on top of that, the gold spawns, and let's just take a look at them. The gold spawns are so spread out with cliffs blocking off everything that it gives a huge amount of advantage over to the map control player who can take all of these spots, or as many of these spots as they can, more so than their opponent, because there are obviously an equal number of large gold mines on a map. But the advantage here is going to be inside of the map control player. If they can grab the most gold mines, they're going to be laughing. As Killuminati going to be bringing that boar over in underneath the town center. I sort of like and hate that he didn't really panic. It's not a huge resource loss with the walking time here from this boar. But one other idea here would be to just leave the boar and then shoot another boar in and then just kill that one underneath the town center. Get onto this boar a little later with maybe a granary and something like that, because you need one anyways. Well, I guess you don't need one. You can chuck it over onto the chickens. But nonetheless, temple coming up. House is also coming down. It is a set versus Susanoo matchup, and one of the most important things here, I think, against Susanoo early game is to just ensure that your base is really, really nice and defended. So you can get multiple villages. You don't actually just need one villager to build your houses. You can go 2 villagers building houses, 3 villagers building houses after you've started that temple. And you can get your gold mine nice and protected. You can get your food nice and protected. You can get a wall up over here if he wants to go for this town center as an option. He can go for that. And we'll see. Well, really, what Soup is basically going to be going for here. He's already got himself his temple up onto this side. He's got 1 Miko out with, or 2 Miko out with a 3rd on the way. And one of the really, really cool things about Snake Dance for Susanoo and for Japan in general is there is a lot of sneaky Miko options. For example, right here is an amazing position. You've got 8 pheasants, 10 berry bushes. You place that right here or right on top of the wood line with the pheasants as well. That's an amazing position for that shrine. You've got the same thing over here as well with a gold mine as well. There's a lot of really, really good shrine placement ideas here, as we are going to be seeing Inardi ore coming through, as well as the crushing waves. We've also got Anubis on the way for Killuminati, as more Kitsune will be coming through for our main man, Soup. This is such a... This is... Could you imagine just living in this house? You're like, you walk up, this is your door. You can't even get to the rest of your base. You have to, in order to get back into town, you have to take this entire route around here. There's no back door for whatever reason in this house, so you just can't get back out. What an obnoxious house to live in. Nonetheless, we do see some kitsune searching around here for villagers to pick off, as we've also got the Wisdom of 9 technology coming through. Now, I've seen Soup use this quite a bit. He really does like the kitsune raids. The only issue that I have with the kitsune raids is basically they cut into your favor supply, of which you really want to be spending on super high value heroic age myth units like the Raiju or the Oni, or even saving it for the mythic age as well for those Asura as well, or Shinigami, right? If you're going to be building out those kitsune, then you don't get the technology. You don't get as much favor to be able to get everything out there. But it looks like right now Soup trying to micro insanely here to try and take out that Anubite. Not able to kill it, but he gets a huge amount of Bushido from it. Now this is one gigantic advantage of building the kitsune, which does mean you hit your Bushido spike earlier than otherwise. Because unlike the other Japanese gods, I believe, I could be wrong on this. I've said this before. I could be wrong on this. I believe, is this a new bike going after some villagers here? What was I going to say? My brain's just like stopped working at the moment. Oh, I believe the only Susanoo gets the Bushido in from using the myth units. At least that's what it looked like last time I was looking at it. But yeah, only Susanoo gets it. Yeah. So that's a big positive here. As the Anubite will go down in the main base to the Bushi, who's out, almost able to poke it down. 23 HP in a dream. It's coming up to the top side here. There is one Miko over here, and if she is paying attention, she will be able to slap that Anubite, and she does slap it. It is dead. All of the serpents are down, and to be honest, I would take this position for Soup over what Illuminati's done here 9 times out of 10. He's up to tier 2 Bushido. That Plague of Serpents is not something I would recommend doing versus Norse or Japan. I don't think it's a good usage of that god power. The only issue here for Soup right now is that Illuminati has gone for a second town center. So he's on 2 TC, and we're going to be seeing, I guess we're going to be seeing a heroic age from Illuminati. He's got his barracks already up. He's got his armory in. He has made... Well, he's going to be losing his Anubites now. And this is one really, really big advantage here, I think, of using the Kitsune, is that you can basically remove these Anubites, Anubite raids from the game. They're not going to be able to do anything. And every time Illuminati goes forward to try and get any damage done, he's just going to be gifting Bushido XP over to Soup. So I guess in this situation, Soup has really profited from these Kitsune quite a bit. But nonetheless, this Anubite is most likely going to be getting chased down as the Juragumo comes in to finish that one off there. And Soup going to be wandering forward here. I imagine Soup as well is going to be thinking about a heroic age here. The question is, which way do you want to go? So on a map like this, where you've got lots and lots of choke points, very, very easy to wall off. The Raiju are a little bit lackluster on this sort of a map. But the big thing you can do is you can try and get those Raiju in with the third age god power to trap those villagers or prevent the villagers from getting away. And then you can get a lot of value. So you do see that Kusanagi coming in a la Oranos. Going to be picking off a couple of these villagers here. And this is keeping everything nice and close. Nice raid. And this villager will also go down as well. That's really, really big, really big picks there for Soup. But Illuminati has gotten what he wants. He's in the heroic age now. He is absolutely in the heroic age. He's in a good position. He's going to be able to drop potentially double Migdols over onto this gold mine, or he could rotate to the right side and leave this town center open. One idea for against Japan is to just say, Japan is going to timing attack. Well, Susanoo and Tsukiyomi are going to timing attack us. So long as we don't lose any villages, it's fine to lose a town center. As long as we don't lose any villages and we get ourselves that gold mine, it's always going to be good. As Ancestor's now coming in to the main base of Soup, Killuminati is doing everything in his power here to slow this Susanoo of Soup down. He gets 2 Vil picks, a third one as well, potentially. Nope. 2 Vil picks, and these minions here are just going to be sitting ready to get sniped. He's going after the town. So this is also giving Bushido over to Soup. So even though he's got all of his villagers idle here, it's not the end of the world. As these villagers head back over to the gold mine, low HP villager gets sniped as the villagers turning around, shanking as much as they can. The minions do have a negative multiplier versus villagers, but they still do a lot of damage to them, so you can't really sit around and just fight. Soup loses a ton of villagers here, but he gets very, very close to this next tier of Bushido. And if he grabs this technology as well, which he already has it, the Ivory Net Scare, now all of a sudden, he's going to be able to make up for the fact that he doesn't have a whole lot of villagers remaining. Or he's half the villagers of Killuminati. So the Raiju are going to come out. These things have to be what Soup goes for here. I don't believe like mass god powers is going to be something that's really going to get a huge amount of value in this position. You need the myth units, and you need the myth units there for raids, and also to get little snipes down onto all the different units. So 2 Migdols up right now for Killuminati. Killuminati might even want to be thinking about that 3rd Migdol at the moment. And just as soon as he's got the gold in for another one, just slap that down, because he's so far in front on the economy that the only thing that Soup has got for him inside of the gold path that he's gone for is a big timing push. With a whole bunch of myth units, or like a billion god power usages, of which you can just garrison into your Migdols if those god powers come down, wait it out, get back to the gold mine, and you're in a perfectly fine position. We will be seeing the Hanya Mask coming through here for Soup as well, so he's got an idea to get into a whole bunch of either Shinobi or Samurai here. There's Thunderous Presence, the Raiju on the way. There's going to be 2, 3 out already, with a 4th on the way. As the wall's slowly coming up. I'd love to see a wall on the front here as well from Killuminati to boot, as he's now trying to get himself some of those priests out. Does he have himself Spirit of Mart? Yes, Spirit of Mart is in. And he's also got himself Nebti. So the only other thing here that's really worth grabbing inside of Nephthys is that Funeral Rites. He's going to be grabbing that, which helps him stay alive even more. As Killuminati is continuing to turtle up, he's coming over. I love this. Come over onto this right side. Get this position walled off. And you can drop the double Migdols over here as well, such that we can even potentially sack this position while getting some nice kills from our Migdol. And then just rotate down to the bottom and enjoy this. Enjoy this. This gold mine's basically going to be gone by the time any massive timing attack hits anyways. But the difference in military is very, very big here. There's Camel Riders coming through, and Soup says, you know what? I don't care about your gold. Let me go for your main base. Taking down the temple here is going to be nice. Clairvoyance getting taken out. Funeral Rites as well. Necropolis there is half completed, as the Camel Riders getting in onto the back line there, as the temple does get dropped, as we have got Swampland coming through, and Killuminati will need to be pulling away from this as the priest's turn, trying to take out these units here. The priest can sit on top of the Swampland, no problems. As will Funeral Rites finish up? I don't think it does, and all of those relics getting dropped there as well. So finding an amazing position here to get that damage done, as the Raiju comes in with the special attack. Huge gold drops in for Soup as well, as a couple of villagers will end up meeting their demise. And the big question here is basically, how much does this position matter for Killuminati? And I think the answer is a little bit. The 13 villagers here, he's got to somehow get those to safety. So we'll see if he can actually get them in here or get them out of the town center. But Thunderburst getting dropped down, delaying the army from engaging as Cluminati says, no, I got to get in here. Villagers pulling off to the side here as the Raiju turning around, using that special ability to stun them up as that Thunderburst continuing to get that damage done. But Kusanagi missing big time there as the priest trying to take down the Raiju here. Lots of low HP ones getting out as nearly all of the Raiju will end up falling here. The Camel Riders are going to be able to come through and take out those Bushi behind this as well. But it looks like just here and now, Illuminati does not manage to stay alive here or win this fight. He does manage to stay alive, but he's got a long way ahead of him now after Soup gets some significant damage done. The only issue for Soup is he's still behind on villager count, which is a big deal. When the longer the game goes on, the more Soup is going to fall behind here. So he's got to get some villager kills happening very, very quickly. The big question is, are we going to see more Raiju coming in as he charges in to try and hit the middle of the chariot arch? It's exactly what you want because you get that splash damage. It's a huge amount there from the Raiju. There's another one charging in here to get onto that back line. The priest number is very, very low here for Illuminati. His gold mine almost expiring as well. And Illuminati is in a very, very risky position. He's got to hold, but can he is the big question. Castle is down for Soup as well, as he can actually start going into some of those Oyumi here as well. As the priests will be able to heal up the villagers nice and quick, the army as well. And the big question is, has Soup done enough? I think he has done enough to warrant an idea of maybe going for another town center. He's getting out a whole bunch of Mikol here to heal up his army, which is perfectly reasonable. I think if he was a little bit more active over onto this bottom side, locking off this, maybe walling this off, and then bashing this down and making this gold mine also not something that could be getting grabbed, Illuminati would be in for a very, very, very difficult time getting out of his base. But for the moment, time is not on Soup's side. It's on Illuminati's side. The longer the game goes on, the stronger this set is going to become. So Soup does need to act here in one way, shape, or another. 6.6 speed Raiju. You can also get 2 Kitsune out to push them up to like 7.2 speed or something like that. It's going to be absolutely insane. Over onto the bottom side. The Illuminati army sitting, waiting, watching. As the town center coming back up for Illuminati now. As he's feeling like if he gets this up, he can keep his villager lead going and he can just keep playing defense. And the issue is this gold mine here is about to expire. He definitely needs those Migdols up onto this bottom side and to move his villagers down there. But Soup also not getting out any siege here, which does make it a little bit tricky to get through. He does not quite have the favor for another Swampland here, as those Raiju charging in, trying to get all of the damage they possibly can inside of this choke point. The Kusanagi does get dropped down, sending the army of Illuminati flying, but there's 2 Migdols on this position. Illuminati pulling back ever so slightly here. He's going to be diving through his Migdol stronghold, getting back to safety. And Soup might just be overcommitting a little bit too hard on this one. There's the priest slowly taking down those myth units there as well. And Soup does say, all right, I have overcommitted. He has fallen down to 130 pop. He's going for the mythic age now, though. It looks like a little cheeky mythic age. Probably going to go through Takamikazuchi, which does make a lot of sense here, especially because he's got those samurai out. You can get those upgrades in. Going for Watatsumi also makes a little bit of sense. But he wants the really powerful Deuterinos, as well as Den drums coming through here. Another idea is to actually go for Well, I guess you can't go for it unless you use that Mythic Age God Power really early on. But multiple Swamplands here is going to be really, really difficult as the villagers on this bottom side, they're going to get pushed off of this. And Illuminati needs to run. Now, one idea here for Illuminati could have been to actually start up a trade route super early, going over to this town center. Of course, it's expensive, but those are well worth it. It's like, especially because he's playing defense and he can get that market going here, and it can be sort of out of sight, out of mind, going back to this town center on the very back of the map there. But nonetheless, the Raiju get caught out trying to go after some villagers as Soup, he can't really do anything over here. So Illuminati realizes he can come back up onto this top side and just play defense. He's got to get the Migdols up though. There's still a long way ahead for Illuminati to stabilize. He's still got a villager lead here. But Takumi Kazuchi coming in does mean that Divine Slash is going to come through, which is going to be a big amount of damage onto this army. There's a town center for Soup. Will be coming through. As Swampland does get dropped down on top of Kusanagi there as well. Town center up. Army pulling back, but there's still a ton of units here. And now I think Soup might even have to drop himself the Divine Slash if he wants to keep going here. Looks like he's not going to go for it as Illuminati just splits his army nicely here. Oh, and there's that Divine Slash. Going to hit some of those villagers on the back. Does manage to pick them all off there. That's a nice amount of damage. Trying to keep things nice and close here. And the other big thing here for Soup is that the Bushido Tier 3 is going to be hitting soon. So, well, what do? Do you go for a whole bunch of Asura? These things are really, really strong, but you do have to be able to take out the priest there. Or is he going to just go for like a Thunderburst Swampland combo? I guess the only problem with the Thunderburst Swampland combo is that the Swampland has to be dropped first, and that's going to be really, really expensive. He just drops that Thunderburst down, says, let's go. Asura goes down way too quickly there. There's a priest healing themselves up, and we will be seeing a siege tower rolling in onto this position, as now Soup will have to start actually microing his units. But Soup going to be losing all of those Yumi archers as Illuminati is now looking like he's managed to find himself in the driver's seat. He has defended for long enough, and he is ready now to break out of this position. Meanwhile, Yadi Spearman, Shinobi starting to come through. Shaft Mine in for Soup as well. Villager differential is basically equal, I would say. You've got 11 Mikor plus the 54 villagers. 2 monuments here is kind of... You're looking like 65-ish villagers, I guess. And those monuments obviously have paid themselves off. Same with the Mikor. As now, we will see that 4th tier of Bushido comes through. That's another... Wow, that's an expensive Kusanagi, no? But he is aiming for that next Divine Slash, as well as a potential next Swampland. But Soup is in a lot of trouble now. He's spread out all over the map with his villagers. He's making Shinobi to try and take out those chariot archers. And just like Huskal, you do need a very healthy amount of Shinobi or Huskal to break the chariot archer ball. Like 1 or 2 is never going to cut it. You need a lot. Now Illuminati can roll in with the siege towers. You can also think about grabbing this town center here too. Is Illuminati missing himself ballistics? No, he's got that. Meanwhile, Soup's getting that crenellations in. Naginata Riders. Actually, I mean, he's gone through Inari Okami, so those Naginata Riders do have Sashimono on Batterman, so they're getting extra damage versus the Chariot Archers. It's not the worst try. The only issue is that there's going to be Camel Riders as well as Scorpion Men. Of course, that's an issue for the Shinobi as well, but nonetheless, third town center coming through for Illuminati. Bronze weapons as well. And we'll see. I mean, here's the big thing. Here's another Divine Slash. That's going to be what Soup is looking for. Drops the Swampland down. And while the army is running, he didn't actually drop it on all the Chariot Archers. They're now looking for villages to pick off. He's going all over the map, trying to find max value with these raids. The Illuminati manages to pull back outside of all the pain here. And now Soup does still have that Divine Slash, as well as more Asura or Raiju that he can make. I'm a little surprised to see none of those coming out, especially like to defend off on this top side. You can definitely go for those. But more God Powers seems to be the way here. God Powers to the end. The Illuminati is well and truly with the advantage here. He's got nearly full pop. The only thing he doesn't have here is the farms. Now he's going to be spamming those out. But I don't even think it matters. He's got 81 villages. He's double the villager count. The Chariot Archers over here do get met by a couple of Naginata Riders. These guys are incredibly effective here. You can see how little damage the Chariot Archers actually do to them. And those Naginata Riders are almost like, is it like 3 hitting? I think it might be 4 hitting a Chariot Archer or something. Illuminati getting pushed back over onto this side. Ideas of another Thunderburst to come in onto this spot as Chariot Archer is getting sent flying. You almost think there should be some fall damage if you get thrown off a cliff, but nonetheless. There's villagers trying to defend up onto this side. There's still 2 gold mines over here for Soup. He's getting his town center up. But he just has no economy. These Naginata Riders over here do end up falling. And what else can Soup really do? I mean, with the exception of getting that second Divine Slash in on everything, that would be obviously one way back into the game here for Soup if he can get that perfect usage of Divine Slash. But Illuminati's also splitting his army, so this is working really, really nicely for him. Villagers end up falling over here, and over onto this side, more villagers going to be going down. We are going to be seeing some more Raiju on the way. Actually, the Burning Malevolence technology coming through for Soup, but he's got no villagers on food at the moment. There's just no villagers on food. What's he supposed to do? If you want to make those Asura, you need some food. Even, I don't even know, even with maybe a Divine Slash straight across here, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. Illuminati not paying attention there. Everything getting hit on that one as the Siege Towers, living with 5 HP, pulls back. A big population drop, but what does it matter? There's nothing else to come for Soup in this one. He's got gold. He's got 42 villages to 100, and the units are going to come out instantly here for Illuminati. As the Bushi will be able to try and take out those Scorpion Men. Good micro from Illuminati, but not good enough as Soup manages to pick off 2 of them before needing to retreat into his main base. And with 39 villagers now on food, 30 on gold as well, Illuminati will definitely be able to hit that Mythic Age very, very shortly. Thoth, Horus, doesn't really matter. Both are going to be perfectly valid options just to get the upgrades and everything else. Another Town Center to come in here. selling some food is definitely an option as well. There's also the option of the Swampland Thunderburst, which will hurt a lot, but there's no answer for the priests here, so I don't know how much it matters. He dropped the Swampland first. No, he dropped the Thunderburst first. You want to go Swampland and then Thunderburst, and that keeps the units inside your Swampland for longer. But Illuminati, he says, I don't need Mythic Age. Let me just charge forward with all these siege towers and just take out the main base of Soup here. All these units, the Chariot Archers to move forward as well. They're going to be going after the Yumi Archers on the back. And actually, never mind. They're going to be attacking the guardhouse. They finally decide to get after this one there as the Swampland does go down. And Illuminati will now just pull back. Doesn't want to lose all too much to this one. That's the strength of this Swampland. It never really falls off. In fact, it kind of gets stronger as the game goes on. You have to respect it. Just run away from it. You're going to lose way too many units. I think you can potentially lose 18 units when sitting inside of the Swampland. So you do have to be very careful. There's a couple of Asura overlords on the way, but these guys are incredibly powerful, but you do have to pick off those priests first and foremost. Just easier said than done. But Illuminati, incredible patience here in this game. He's now going up to the Mythic Age through Horus. He's got all the units queued up. He's got himself those heavy spearmen. Chariot Archer, Siege Tower, every 4 town centers. Fortified town centers as well on the way. Ballistics for Soup coming through, but all the power spikes, all of the power seems to have been exhausted on the side of the Susanoo now. And I don't really know what else he can do. Shinobi raids or something, and just be at least trying to force the APM, the attention of your opponent to be not on killing you. Something like that.
Into you.
So now the siege towers will wander in here, and that will be a dead town center. As Soup does need to return back over here and try and deal with all this. Religious on the top here going to be getting picked off. Siege towers going down as well. Kusanagi gets dropped down as the army gets sent flying yet again, but the god power spammage is only so effective. And the Asura will end up falling as well. Slowly. I mean, there's a lot of heroes here, you have to admit, but still ends up falling. It's a big fat myth unit. But now Mythic Age is in, and Soup will oblige by tapping out as Illuminati manages to take out the beast that is Soup in this one. And I think we saw there was obviously an angle here for Soup to really find a huge amount of value in this game, which was basically to cut off this gold mine over here and this gold mine here. He found a lot of value by just attacking the main base, which didn't have any defenses in it, which is very smart from Soup. That's something that you've got to be very, very well aware of, is that effectively, if I go 2 TC versus Japan, I got to be really prepared to sack a town center. And inside of that, you sack the towns and you've got to keep your villagers alive. And I don't think Illuminati actually managed to do that, which then allowed Soup the opportunity to get full map control. And he just needed to send some villagers forward and lock off this gold mine. And I think this game would have been very, very difficult for Illuminati to find a win here. But back, let me get some water. Fuck me. You ever tried to swallow a tablet and it just didn't want to go down? That's what happened then. I got a bit of a headache, but yeah. Does anyone want to play some of these funky maps with me? Tundra Pools isn't available, I don't think. Where's my thing? Let's have a quick look see here. I want to do this map. Feed myself, don't die. I have fed myself. But I might die. You never know. Hello there, Manu. Yeah, I read comments, just not while I'm casting. And I'll read them while I play sometimes as well. Is there someone who had a feeling of wanting to play on this specific map? We're trapped. How is the map with the frozen lake around? You mean frozen lake? Frozen wastes? Yeah, that one's really good. Frozen waste is really good. Young Earth, come play me. I do read Nia Sweets. I read your comment. Ha. What is this map? Okay, so basically it's you're a really close spawn and you're trapped by the wood there, but you can chop your way out basically and get out there. Letting you die. I didn't do nothing. We could play some ranked. It looks like I don't have anyone to help me out with my tournament, so I'm going to have to play ranked games. Why you look like laden? What does laden mean? Laden? I don't know what that means. I am feeling a little bit odd, but that's okay. I don't know if we're finding we're not even maybe we will find a game. I should be patient. That could be an interesting game to watch, actually. Shall we watch that one too? All right. We'll play this game. Thanks, Sumerian. Yeah, the funky maps are for a tournament. We have Pandora's Box 2 coming around. Ugh. We play a ranked game here, and then we'll cast a game. Hopefully it doesn't go too badly. We'll see how it goes. Okay, random on the map, Steppe. Le Steppe. Gaia versus Set Rizla.
Yuji, Herjos, Šves, Burek, Ešlos, Mak. Most Intel, Eked. Osto. Yuji, Ešlos, Mak. Burek, Skopos, Yuji, Herjos, Eked. Eked. Yuji, Eked, Dia. Burek.
All right. Let's see how we go with this one. This isn't exactly an easy matchup. Maybe it's is this ever automaton?
Mak. Yuji.
I don't think it is. Actually, it might be automaton. I don't know. Wait. How much? Oh, you're fine. Automaton is strong. I know they're strong, but oh, hello there. But are they strong enough?
Bureg, Ešlost, Osto. Bureg, Yuji, Mak. Bureg. Yuji, Herjos, Yuji. Herjos,
Let's shoot this one.
Yuji, Oso, Skopos, Yuji, Švest. Herjos, Skopos, Herjos, Ost, Yuji, Mak. Bureg, Yuji, Bureg. Herjo, Mak. Yuji, Ešlost, Yuji, Herjos, Skopos, Herjos, Yuji. Bureg, Yuji. Herjos, Skopos. Eked.
Oops, that's not a temple.
Intum. Eked. Herjos, Diat.
What are the relics? Ball of Artemis is great. Kui Drum is fine too.
Most intum. Bureg. Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Herjos. Skopos. Yuji. Ešlosto. Ešlost. Mak. Skopos. Bureg. Yuji. Herjos. Bureg.
Okay. You sneak a little forward there.
Yuji Švest.
Let's get you in.
Osto Švest.
I'm feeling good about the amount of goats that I found.
Herjos. Eked.
Skopos. Eked. Švest.
Eked. Švest.
Skopos.
Yuji. Bureg. Ešlost. Yuji. Mak. Osto. Herjos.
Erjos, Uje, Eschlost, Uje.
Eschlost. Bu Yuji. Yuji. Osto. Mak. Bu Eschlost. Yuji. Mak.
Uje. Erdmak, Esh Ujma, Eshlama, Ujeshma, Ujeshma, Eschlost, Ujeshmak, Esh Uje, Ma, Eschlost, Uje.
Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Burek Eked. Schwest.
Skopos, Mak, Ujeshlost,
Eschlo. Yuji.
Uje, Mak, Uje, Mak.
Mak.
Eschlost, Uje, Mak.
Herjos. Eschlost. Burek.
Bur, Schwest. Schwest.
Herjos. Also Eked. Diat. Burek. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Eschlost. Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Burek. Burek. Yuji. Eschlost. Yuji. Skopos. Eschlost. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Esch Yuji.
Uje,
Skopos. Mak. Burek. Yuji. Eschlost.
Okay.
Aked. Schwest.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Burek. Mak.
I still don't really know what he's doing.
Burek. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Most interjo. Mak. Skopos. Most intim. Eschlost. Burek. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Burek. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Skopos. Burek. Skopos. Mak. Eschlost. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Of Mak. Of Eschlost. Skop. Mak.
Erjos, Uje, Eschlost,
Eschlost. Skopos. Burek. Mak. You Eschlost. Mak. Mak. Osto. Skma. Eschlost. Osto. Mak. Eschlost. Yuji. Mak.
Skopo, Uje,
Osto. Burek. Skop. Yuji. Yuji. Schmak.
Eh.
Burek. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Eschlost. Yuskopos.
Uji. Udidiot.
Burek.
Skopo. Aked.
Yuji. Skop. Yuji.
Uje,
Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji. Eschlost. Mak. Yuji.
Schmak, Esh Uje, Ma Eschlost,
Mak. Eschlost. Mak. Eschlost. Skopos. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Eschlost.
Erdmak, Uje Eschlost,
Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Tilis
Burek. Eshma. Aked.
Yuji. Burek. E poro fras. Yuji.
Uji. Os. Aked.
Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Eshmak. Burek. Yuji. Burek. Yumak.
Skopos, Mak,
Yuji. Skop. Shlo. Burmak. Yuji. Eshlo. Yuji. Yuji. Shmak. Tilis moke. Burek. Eshlos. E poro fras. Yumak. Yuji.
Uje Eschlost,
Yuji. Eshlos. Skopos. Tilis. Tilis. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak.
Erjos, Mak,
Burek. Eshlos. Mak. Eshlos. Skopos. Tilis moke. Yuji.
Skopo, Uje,
Burek. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Eshlos. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Eshmak. Yuji. Eshmak. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eshmak.
Herjo. Sko. Eshlo. Uji. Schwest.
Yuji. Mak. Skopos.
Herjo. Eshma. Osma. Schwest. Uji. Eshlo. Schwest.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji.
Okay.
Yuji. Burek. Skopos.
Uje,
Mak. Eshlos. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Skopos. Oso. Mak. Eke diat. Skopos. Eshlos. Burek. Skop. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Eshlos. Yuji.
Bur. Diot.
Burek. Skopos. Yumak. Yuji. Eshlos. Mak. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Eshlos. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Eş burek. Yuji. Eşlos. Yuji. Burek. Şkop mak. Kerjos. Eke. Burek. Yuji. Burek. Şkop. Yuji. Eşlos.
Let me send a Vil over here.
Eke diat.
Şkopos. Bu yuji. Yuji. Bu mak.
Erjos.
Yuji. Eşlos. Yuji. Şkopos. Burek. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Eşlos. Mak. Eşmak. Yuji. Eşlos. Bu şkopos. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Şkopo. Yuji. Yuji.
Burek, diat,
Burek. Mak.
Yuji, ek diat,
Şkopos. Burek. Hep yuji.
Yuji. Eke diat.
Yuji. Dilis moke. Yuji.
Herja. Eke şves.
Burek. Şkopos. Yuji. Burek. Eşlos.
Yuji. Mak. Esh. Mak.
Burek. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Eşlos. Mak. Eşlos. Burek. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Şkopos. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Eşlos.
use most intum. Burek, diat, Kerjos,
Burek. Yuji. Şkop. Eşmak. Bu şkop. Yuji. Şkop. Yuji. Mak.
Yuji, vole, Burek,
Bu şkopos. Eşlos.
Skopos. Yuji. Eshlos. Erjos. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Esh. Mak.
Yuji. E poro fra. Yuji. Dilis moke. Şkopos. Yuji. Şkop. E poro fras.
Skopos. Yuji. Eshlos.
Eşlo. Yuji. Burek. Şkopos. Burek. Mak. Eşmak. Yuji.
Eşlos, vole,
Şkopos. Burek. Mak.
Skopos. Ozmak. Eşlos. Şves.
Eşlos. Şkop. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eşlos.
Yuji. Mak. Eshlos.
Şkopos. Yuji. Şkopos.
Voley.
Şkopos. Yuji. Dil hep yuji. Burek. Mak. Yuji.
Burek. Yuji. Şves.
Burek. Yuji. Eşlos. Şkopos. Burek.
Skopos.
Şkop. Mak. Yuji. Şkop. Burek.
Get in here, get some damage done. Hey.
Şkopos. Yuji.
Okay, let's run.
Eşmak.
Just kidding. I don't want to be here.
Şkop. Yuji.
Kerjos, eke, diat,
Yuji.
Burmak.
Yuji. Burek. Eşmak. Yuji. Şkop. Eşlos.
Herjsko. Eke şves.
Mak. Yuji. Mak.
Oz burek.
Şkop. Yuji. Eşmak. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Dilis moke.
Burek, Yuji,
Burek. Yuji. Eş. Yuji.
Erjos. Yuji. Mak.
Şkop. Yuji. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Eşlos. Şkop. Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji. Herj şves.
Yuji. Eşlos. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Eşmak. Yuji.
Burek. Eşlo. Eke.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji. Eke.
Eşlos. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eş. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Mak. Eşlos. Burek. Yuji.
Kerjos, diat,
Şkopos. Burek. Yuji. Mak. Eş. Yuji. Yuji. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eş. Yuji. Mak. Dilis moke. Hep dilis moke. Şkop. Hep Yuji. Burek. Şkopos.
He's obviously gone to a gold mine somewhere on the map. My guess is it's here.
Yuji. Eşmak. Yuji. Burek. Hep dilis moke. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji.
Herjmak. Osto.
Yuji. Burek.
Yuji.
Şkopos. Eşlos. Mak. Yuji. Yuji.
Eşlost. Mak.
Skopos. Eshlos. Yuji.
Burek. Hep poro fra.
Oh no.
Şkop. Mak. Eşlos. Burek.
Herja. Diat. Osto.
Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Eşlos. Yuji. Mak. Dil. Yuji. Burek.
Erjos.
Şkopos. Yuji. Mak.
Okay, just kill all those villagers.
Yuji.
Burek. Eşlos. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Eş. Yuji. Mak. Hep Yuji. Burek. Mak.
Yuji.
Yuji. Burek. Eshlo.
I
Erjos.
think we're good.
Burek.
Definitely. Okay, GG. Ah. Yeah, Caladria is OP, man. Why stop building them? They have free resources. Yeah, flying Mikos. How could you say no to flying Mikos? Look at them go. And they also slow down the enemy units as well. That was a fun game. I don't think this town center was a very good grab. I wasn't even concerned if he grabbed this one. I think it's probably better to just like play one town center classical fight or like a one town center fast heroic or something like that. But this doesn't. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I lost my mind's completely lost itself. That was a fun game though. Sam was wondering how Age 2 Gaia fights China and Egypt. It's all about micro. You have to control your Caraballister really well. You have to use Gaia Lush really well. Lots of Caladria, like I do here against my guy. It's probably slightly Egyptian favored. I don't actually know if it's favored on the China side or not. But you don't actually have to play a classical fight either. You can get to the heroic age. I've seen a lot of like heroic age attempts versus the Chinese that works okay. But yeah, if you can micro the Caraballister, you win. Because these guys don't do anything. You just have to make sure that your Caraballister are getting value. Hey, yeah, Leto is a good vibe. Yeah, you can try Leto. Leto works up until... Leto works against everyone but Fushi. Fushi will beat Leto. Maybe Leto's okay on some maps as well. I don't know. I was going to cast a game now. It's not that one. It's this one. I mean, who did we see lose with Fushi who was really good? There was one game I saw, I can't remember who it was. There was one really good player and they lost to Gaia Leto with Fushi. I think it was Rappel. Or Recon? I can't remember. Someone really good lost with Fushi. And I was just like, what are you doing? This doesn't make any sense. But I actually think that maybe it's kind of close. But I think I prefer to play Fushi there like every time. Yeah. Alrighty. Actually, I got to do this as well, don't I? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another game of Age Mythology, the retold version, because that's what we do nowadays. In the top of the map, playing as Tsukiyomi. His name is Keto. Keto Severo Jones Bones Malone. And his opponent today in the other blue color, because that's what he's feeling like doing. His name is Dizive. His name is Dezive. Yeah, he's playing some Maranas for us. I will let you guys know before this game even begins, this is one of those games. This is going to be a cracker. We've got a very, very, very strong Uranus player in Desiree, in Deceive. We have a very, very, very strong player in Keto. Now, I'm really interested in seeing if Keto's style can work with Tsukiyomi. He really does have a style, as much as maybe he doesn't want to admit it. As you jump into Twitch chat at some point and start disputing all the good things. But Keto 100% has got a big, big style, and it is very defensive, which does not make a whole lot of sense with Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is normally timing attacks, special on a map like Elysium. You got to be obnoxiously aggressive and try and make it work. So I'm really excited to see if he's going to be able to make that happen here. Now, he is up against Uranus, of which is not really going to be one of those gods that you can be super aggressive against. The usage of sky passages to play around power spikes. I think this is probably a very skill-based matchup. Very, very difficult from both sides to actually find wins against players who play really, really well. And oftentimes you can get into some very, very interesting positions. And I'm expecting to see that in this game. So let's check out the relics over on this side. We've got that Harmonious Necklace, which is plus 10% base of the gold. Over here, we have ourselves the Tusk of the Iron Boar. This is a huge relic here for Keto. It's also really, really nice to just have in the back pocket for the Uranus, but a huge relic for Keto that he should be looking to grab that as soon as possible. We've also got the Fur of Boit, which is going to be a healable hero, is getting that regeneration rate of 0.25. And finally, we've got Feather of Bafang, making those human soldiers get bonus damage versus buildings. So a couple of really, really good Tsukiyomi relics here. But has Deceive spotted this one? Now, he hasn't spotted this, so he might not be going for that one. Instead, going straight into Fur of Boit. Makes sense. An extra 0.25 regen rate, if you're going to go for heroes, does make a lot of sense. Like your Oceanus into Hyperion, and you get this really, really powerful, like cheap Murmillo army that just heals through the stratosphere. It's just really, really strong. So we'll see if Deceive is going to go that way. But has Keto spotted this relic? He has seen it, so not going for it just yet is very peculiar. Does he have his upgrade? No, just an extra Miko is out, as Inardi will going to be coming through. It's going to be a 3:30 advance time there for Deceive, and a 4:30 for... Wait, a 4? This is the latest you're ever going to see. This is... Keto just like steps into this game and just goes, you know what? I don't care about your fast advances. Watch me. I'm going for a nearly 5-minute advance time. Now, he is playing Tsukiyomi, so this does make a little bit of sense. 45 seconds to get to the next age, so it's really like a 4:45. Gets a little bit more value early on. And all the other good stuff. Question in the chat about a 2TC Japan ever being a good idea. My contention on the Japanese front is that we want to play a reactive game. So we are reacting to the map as to whether or not a second town center is a good grab or not. If it is a good grab, we're reacting to our opponent grabbing a town center, and we'll take our own one, and we'll play for the next sort of power spike. We'll try and push our power spike back a little bit in the game. But yeah, like I'm on the... For every single Japanese god, maybe with the exception of Amaterasu, I'm on the play reactive side of things. Amaterasu is its own kind of different beast. Susanoo and Tsukiyomi definitely feel like the more... what am I trying to say? The more timing-based gods. So you want to be trying to make sure you angle for specific situations. But in this map, I don't think this is a great 2TC map in the slightest. We have got a sky passage coming up over onto this side. It's the Kitsune going to come over here. They will nibble away, but this sky passage will inevitably finish up here. As he finishes that one, he'll be able to garrison. No problems. And Keto doesn't get that value. And also has to be a little bit concerned with what he's going to do, because a hero Murmillo can pop through the sky passage and be here. Though there's not one in the main base just yet. And these villagers over here are very precariously placed This is a very strange decision from Dazeev. Normally, I would recommend just jumping over onto your chickens, nice and safe, and dropping that sky passage, and then coming over here is totally fine. But he's currently safe there, as the Kitsune are going to be roaming around. Having just simply one Caladria back in base to just heal up your citizens is a perfectly reasonable defense here. But we do have stable and the guardhouse for Keto, as he's making Yumi, he's making Yadi, and he is making what's it called? Uma. He's making horse. Nonetheless. Yeah, New Moon on the tower was an interesting choice there from Keto. Just loses effectively all of his timings, but he's also not going to take any damage early on. Like this, and these towers are really strong. I don't think this is a bad usage of New Moon, but it's like a Keto style New Moon. Keto is playing his style. He doesn't want to take any damage. He doesn't want to risk anything. He wants to play it slow, get into a position where he's feeling really comfortable, where his skill set is super effective, which is things like really smart map control, really great army movements, really great defense, and take the game from there. And I guess versus Aranos, it does make a little bit of sense. Now, the villagers are over onto this secondary hunt over here, so if Dazeev can sneak around there and get onto that, it could be pretty brutal, as the Caladrias will get their pacifiers off just a little bit, but the army of Keto will simply just be pulling back home. No problems. It's now on the Musha and Bushi to come through as an answer for over onto this side. The Kitsune Naginata Riders coming in, not able to pick off a citizen there. Dazeev is trying to get like a max value placed sky passage here so he can get onto this gold mine and onto this hunt, but this is very, very dangerous for him as the Mamillos getting pushed back, but those are all hero Mamillos, plus there's two Caladrias here, and this is going to be a very nice fight for Dazeev, as he's going to be healing up his own Caladrias, taking out the Bushi, keeping his units alive, pulling back the low HP ones. There's no Samurai here. One on the Musha is not that effective here, as the Mamillo gets pulled back. Still low HP, like lots of low HP Mamillo heroes. One does end up falling, but you have to say that's a good trade for Dazeev, because he will be healing these up, though. Keto is very mad about these very low HP Mamillo heroes charging in here to try and get some kills back, as the Naginata Riders say, hang on, the burst heal is back up, can't keep going. Dazeev still trying to take this fight. He does need to be thinking about getting out of here. He loses a Caladria there, which makes life even harder. He does have himself the speedy Mamillos. It's this low HP Mamillo almost going down, turns around yet again as the Bushi are targeting down the Caladria, and Dazeev, a great fight, but Keto is still fine here. He's pushing, he's getting more Bushido in. Taking all these fights is generally not what you want to do versus the Japanese, but it's almost getting forced in here as these Hero Mamillos charging in onto the backside there. The Caladria dodging the arrows as well nicely as he comes in, as there's the Swampland, but all of these units are heroes. The Swampland does nothing here except for prevent any other units from actually coming in and joining in onto the fight. Low HP Mamillos trying to keep those alive here, but they are slowly going down. And Dazeev, after a valiant effort, will end up a little bit behind here, I think. These Mamillo heroes, they're very costly, but you can see how much value he's getting from them. He just needs to heal them back up with the Caladria, but he lost two of them. Now he has to rebuild those. He does have enough favor to get those out, but Dazeev needs to figure this one out moving forward. We'll see if Dazeev can get over here and actually hit these villages, because this is really out in the open, and That being said, he does have to think about how he's going to defend this gold mine. Potentially making a move over here with a sky passage so that he can hit up here and defend this position
Yuji.
is as an idea, but obviously Daziv has got one idea in the back of his mind right now, and that's defending. One interesting unit choice here from Keto is the Yati Spearmen. Now, these are not good versus Murmillos, but they are cheap, and they have decent amount of hack damage for their cost. What is good, however, versus Murmillos is the Samurai. You do have to be a little bit careful of that. Getting out maybe Carbalister or two, especially with the Sky Passages to help them out, it's always a good vibe. But Keto now says, all right, I don't really want to turn and fight you here. Carnivora does get dropped in, picks off a Samurai immediately. Huge value from the Carnivora. And Keto will just pull back into his main base. He's got himself those watchtowers with the boosted upgrade from Tsukiyomi. So that's always going to be a scary place to fight under. Definitely should be trying to take out the Carnivora with those Bushi because it's more Bushido. He's almost up to heavy here. Just scary when you're... Well, I guess Daziv is going to the Heroic Age, so he's completely fine, but he will have to start thinking about heavy infantry, getting all the other upgrades in. Hachiman is now pre-queued for Keto as he wants to get to that Heroic Age himself. Gimmidy, thank you so much for the raiding party, my friend. You legend. I hope your stream went well. As the citizen will simply just make their way over onto the left side and see what they can do next. A couple of villagers getting slapped down over here, and Daziv will pull back. I'm still surprised to see Daziv not getting out any... I guess he could just go straight into Arcus here. Not a terrible idea considering there's not really any cavalry out for Keto. And funnily enough, we're seeing a Tsukiyomi player who is very much, or not player, a Tsukiyomi god, which is very much, let's make cavalry, going for those samurai infantry units instead. Of course, you don't want to build cavalry into Murmillos, but still, I guess we could probably see him go for a whole bunch of Yumi horse archers as an idea. There's not enough favor here for another new moon. So no real worry about a very quick, full bronze armor either. So Daziv has got himself a lot of time here. But he's sitting back waiting, and I think the big thing is he's got a gigantic advantage here. Like, Power Spike is well and truly in the back pocket of Daziv. He's got Chaos, there's no Swampland, there's no New Moon for the Armory, there's Shockwave, there's Satyr. He could realistically be looking for gold staves right here, right now. The question is, does Daziv have the map, like the knowledge? Looks like he doesn't. He doesn't see the gold mine here. He doesn't see the gold mine here. And he's just going to be sitting back waiting, watching. One idea would be to simply just walk forward with the sky passage here. And he's going to be able to hit this position and this position. Of course, Daziv right now wants to play for mass Hero Murmillo. He's got that relic, and I think this is why he's playing this way. He's got that Fur of Boit relic, which is 0.25 HP per second. And then on top of that, he's got that Heroic Renewal, which is 1.5. So he's at 1.75 HP regen, which is kind of a crazy amount. The only problem is Keto is building counter units. He's got Samurai. He's got Yumi Horse Archer. You got to build something else. Tomo aren't a bad idea versus the Yumi Horse Archer. Carbalister aren't a bad idea versus the Samurai. Arcus are decent versus both because they've got that that range advantage. You see some Murmillo sneaking around onto the left side. But the longer he waits as well, there's this problem of that full bronze coming through from New Moon. That's exactly what Keto is waiting for here. As some Tomo are now coming in. As he spotted the army and goes, all right, we've got to make something happen there. Thank you for the prime there, Spartan James. Appreciate you, my friend. 26 months. You legend. We do have a couple of like Contarius starting to get mixed in, which is another interesting decision. Of course, they're good versus those Yuumi Horse Archers, as New Moon now does get dropped onto the armory. But I mean, this is really weird, right? Like, I mean, of course, this is the correct play in this situation, but we also see this play every single time. But the interesting part is like the Mamilo heroes, they don't really have anything to take out in terms of Tengu. They're just really strong because of the upgrades from Hyperion. With Dazeev swinging around here. If we have a quick armory upgrade check, Dazeev is missing the bronze as he drops, or bronze weapons. He does drop Chaos onto the back line now, charging in here, trying to take out those samurai. But man, the samurai are so, like, so strong here. You can't really tell. But these samurai are so good versus those Mamilo heroes. And this army of Dazeev is just not equipped to deal with what Keto has constructed. And Dazeev charges in there and throws every single little bit of advantage that he was working towards early on down the drain. Now he'll pull back and he can re-macro up an army, but he needs something else. Like the units that I think he should have been making here is Contarius, Arcus, Terma, or Carabalista. Some mixture of that. But he just went full Murmillo. And I guess he's going full Murmillo just on the fact that he's playing versus Tsukiyomi. But Keto, very, very smart here. Very well aware of what's happening and counters it beautifully. Over onto this side, Castle coming through as the simple move for Keto next is get Mythic Age and then go for full Iron with the Sacred Gate and everything that comes with that. The Miller hero falling over onto this side. Contarius looking to get in here as well, but Keto is fine. Castle up. Contarius running, and we're all good. Meanwhile, Satyr now starting to come through for Dazeev. And there is this big fat Shogun, which is an amazing unit and an amazing counter to Satyrs, but you can still build Satyrs versus this bad boy. You just have to be ready to pull your army back and maybe play a little more safer with Sky Passages. And just get that damage done onto the Shogun to try and take him out. Irrigation coming through for Dazeev as well as he's getting fully set up. And we are going to be seeing Hecate as the god of choice. As these Contarius are going to try and take out this amount of Yuumi Horse Archer. But he does get cut off on the backside, though. That was a nice little surround. A little bit too early on those Contarius, but still a nice little catch here. There will be a Shockwave available momentarily as well, so he can go for even more damage, but decides to pull back. It's a little bit of a win there for Dazeev as he's trying to get to the Mythic Age. But this will leave him open. The good thing is he's fully spread out. He's got a Palace down. He's got this position here. He can run from here into the Sky Passage over here. And he should be completely fine. Is the Keto going to be grabbing a town center? So not opting for that quick Mythic Age like I probably would have expected. Sort of plays into everything that Tsukiyomi is good at, is stay one town center, get Mythic Age, and then go for economy and things like that. But Keto is that defensive boomer. He wants to just get himself all sorted out. 72 villages versus 43 here, though, as the Satyr charge forward. Gonna get a little bit of damage done with that special ability, but the town center is 2 seconds from completion. It will finish up as the villagers get pulled back here. They're going after the army here, as well as the Shogun going after those Satyr. Shockwave onto that back line there, or that front line, I should say, as the villagers get pulled around here, trying to repair this one back up. And now Keto comes in with a whole bunch of heavy Naginata riders, and Dazeev, yet again, not able to make much of his army here. He goes for a crazy attack there while going to the Mythic Age, and Keto beats him back. Jumping now through to the Sky Patches. Like I said, he's going to be completely fine here to continue, but Keto is well and truly in control now. Now, Okuninushi is pre-queued. And the good thing here for Keto is he will be hitting Mythic Age relatively not so far behind the Hecate. He's only going to be about... quick math. 15 seconds behind? No, not 15 seconds behind. 45 seconds behind. And the other thing is when you go Hecate, like generally max value is dropping Tartarian Gate while hitting somewhere. And if your opponent is going to hang around and try and defend, you just run back and you let the Tartarian Gate get all the value. If the army moves back to defend the Tartarian Gate, you kill off a town, so you kill off a whole bunch of villages, you live the dream. As the destroyers coming into the main base, going to try and take... This is an amazing attack here from Deceive. Will this be enough? Villagers getting pulled over here. There's no masons in. This denies the Okuninushi as the Tartarian Gate gets dropped over here onto this gold mine. The villagers will simply just run from that. That's not an issue. But Deceive has now kept Keto in the heroic age. Meanwhile, Mythic Rejuvenation pre-queued here. Ideas of a whole bunch of Lampedes. It does make a lot of sense. This town center as well going to get targeted down, almost getting picked off here in this position. Is it going to be enough? He's going to lose a lot of units to take the town center out, but he really wants to ensure there's no Mythic Age coming through. He picks that one off. He's running out. The only problem here is this Tartarian Gate is not getting any value. I would love to see it just dropped onto this town center in the main base or next to it after the army had sort of run back or something like that, but nonetheless, not to be, as Deceive will pull back into his main base. Got the 2 Lampedes here. Now getting the upgrade for the Lampedes is a must because you can turn Samurai into chickens, which is just, it's max value. I've said it a million times, but Lampede versus Samurai, Tiger Cav, Patyroi, Myrmidon, Gastrophorus, Elephant, all of this stuff is just max value, and that's what you want to be aiming for in the late game or in the Mythic Age as the Uranos. And the only issue now for Deceive is actually his military pop is pretty low considering he's got 80 villages. He needs a town center quick smart here. That Okuninushi is yet again on the way. And I guess Deceive can start working towards his armor upgrades as well to the mythic, for full iron. He goes for the middle town center. I don't think this is necessary. This is right in front of Keto. He needs pop. Just grab the safe back town. I was going for both of them, so I guess that's one way to go about it. But grab the safe back town center and go from there. As the army charging in, we do have that Swampland getting dropped in, and you have to run from this. I mean, or you can sit here and lose the entirety of your army while you try and finish the town center off. We'll see if that's going to play into the favor of Deceive or not. But now Champion is through, and Keto is going to move over here and take out the town center regardless, as well as the citizens, as they decide now, okay, time to make a break for it. Sky Passage around to the left side here as well. Deceive is moving everywhere. With Okuninushi in, that's Sacred Gate, New Moon onto the Armory. Oh, no? Yes, New Moon onto the Armory. I'm looking at the wrong side. New Moon onto the Armory, so full iron. And now Deceive is... he's in a little bit of a difficult place for the next little bit of time here. He needs to build palace, play defense, use sky passages to hop around the map. I've got those Naginata riders very, very well aware. They spot 4 citizen in the corner of the map here. But basically, hopping around the sky passages and playing keep away for at least another 5 minutes here. So you can get full pop, so you can get full armor upgrades, and so he can take another good fight here. Very, very important. We'll see if Keto is going to have some sort of a pep in his step. He's still just sitting back, waiting, watching. So no need to play too crazily as the Naginata Riders over here do get greeted by a couple of Fanatics plus the Contarius. Now, these do have Sashimon Bannerman, so Naginata Riders will be winning against those Contarius. At least I think they will be. Yeah, they've got more HP. I mean, they're also a champion, but anyways. Meanwhile, Keto now going to grab himself the next town center. Champion Infantry, Champion Range Soldiers, Champion Cavalry, all on the way now for Dazeev. He is missing just 2 armory upgrades, so he's not that far behind here in terms of that. So he just has to keep playing a really smart game here is the only thing. Make sure he gets this gold mine here in the middle secured, and potentially this one as well. But Keto is securing town centers, which might simply just be a little bit too much for Dazeev. As the citizens going down. Dazeev going to pull into his Sky Passage and then pop elsewhere. He's got this position over here. He can pop over here. He can get his army up onto this side to play defense. No problems. Meanwhile, a whole bunch of heroes going to get converted over here. And the second Shogun does come through there. There is another Swampland as well. So Dazeev does basically have to heroize his army to play around that. But that's still boosting his army up quite a bit. It probably the other thing is the armory upgrades, I believe. Is there a way to check this? Yes. So there's 31%, 31% Arcus. Here, normal Arcus versus 39%, 39% Hero Arcus. So those armory upgrades are affecting just that little bit more. So technically speaking, Dazeev's army here is going to be more than capable of taking these fights. But he's still fighting underneath the town center, which is not something he's going to be wanting to do. It's a little bit of damage. He has to kite back with those Arcus. Otherwise, the Naginata Riders are going to start chewing through them. A couple of Samurai here remaining, as well as onto the backside there. That Fire Siphon getting hit by the Wretches. The town center is getting slowly taken down, but Keto gets pushed back, and Dazeev is looking like he's now the one in the driver's seat after all is said and done. He's going to take out the town center. He can take out that Ombaraki there as well. He can move forward, grab this town center. The only issue, as the Swampland does get dropped down onto the back line here, the only issue for Dazeev right now is he needs to secure gold mines. So he has to pull back outside of this Swampland. Lots and lots of Arcus in for Dazeev at the moment, as we've got now Omyoji to come through. These things are scary. They are very, very scary. The best answer to Omyoji is going to be cavalry. As the Swampland getting way, way too much value here. But letting this gold mine get grabbed by Keto is definitely not something that Dazeev is going to be wanting here. There's 2,000 gold here. There's 3,800 gold here. There's only one 6,000 gold mine remaining for Dazeev. Dazeev needs to hit this. Like, this town center almost didn't matter. Like, this gold mine is everything. But now Dazeev is going to be shifting the battle over onto the left side, going for this town center. And we've got some more Omyoji to come through. Lots and lots of units onto the back here. Hero Arcus, Hero Mamilos yet again getting converted as Dazeev has got one choice and one choice alone with the mass hero conversion. But Keto now coming in with his own army. Is this going to be enough is the big question. The Omyoji over there. They need to get sniped down because they're going to be doing a huge amount of splash damage on these fights. But no focus fire onto them as the Contari is trying to dodge arrow fire and all the other good stuff. But without a front line, now the Arcus are going to start taking a lot of damage here. There's so many Yuumi horse archers. And the Arcus not shoot and scooting there, taking advantage of that 20 range versus the 15 range. That hurts. And all of a sudden, Deceive is now looking like he's the one in trouble. That's the Omyoji. Now he's finally res. You've got to snipe those. They are such valuable units. 9.5 divine with splash damage. Of course, it's not 9.5 divine damage per second, but still, every one of those splashes hurts a ton. But Deceive running out of army here. He needs to get units out. He's got himself 13 military barracks, but he's not spending any of the resources. He doesn't have any resources to spend. Just continuing to take this fight. I don't even think he needs to. Just pull back, re-macro up, and then take the next fight. Antarius now moving themselves up to the top side as another castle coming through for Keto as he knows how important this gold mine is. But this is too little too late for Deceive to make anything happen over there. Now the trade route's going to be starting. Walls coming up over here as well. Good defense from Deceive. A whole bunch more farmers would really not go astray either, considering well, you basically just want to be making Murmillo or Destroyer for the Yuumi Horse Archers, Contarius. Maybe some Terma wouldn't go astray here as well. Like Champion Terma to take out those Yuumi Horse Archers makes a lot of sense. Does he have Divine Prefecture? He does have Divine Prefecture. Divine Prefecture is a really, really strong technology. 60% faster train rate on everything. Big help for a lot of stuff. Like, in particular, the castle. Like, making these Omyoji out really quickly, or the Oyumi out really quickly. Deceive still struggling to just get himself his army out. Town Center coming back up for Keto. Now he's up to 229 of 235. Population, the Omyoji breaking through the wall. Going after this gold mine, and losing this gold mine will mean losing this game. And he takes out that Sky Passage, and next will be the citizens falling. And I don't know what else Deceive can do here. He looked like he was in the driver's seat for one moment in this game, but he just did not make the right decisions. I mean, there was a lot of questionable decisions throughout the entirety of this game from both parties. But in the end, a game of throws, and a game of shenanigans here. And I think Keto is going to be able to take this one with the Tsukiyomi, all of its power. The citizens falling left, right, and center. Carnivora getting thrown down for a last-ditch effort. 150 pop to 209. I don't know what else Deceive can do here. The town center on the back for Keto. Now 4 town centers. Going to be up to 260 population momentarily. The trade route started somewhere. Started over here, going to this position to be safe. You can go and set up a nice trade route later. And Deceive is trying. I don't know what else he can do. He's trying to make something happen here. He's trying to stay alive, but he does say in the end there, that is too much. And Keto manages to find the dub here. Man, this was a really, really fun game. There's a lot of really interesting moments in this one. Like, lots of learning moments, I think, for Arano's players. Lots of learning moments for Tsukiyomi players as well. I think he was going for the town center here, actually. Maybe that was over here. No, he was going for the town center here, and he lost on this one. So that's two gigantic fights that the Iranos just kind of lost, and Keto is just fighting for his life to some degree. Over onto this one here as Dazeev loses this fight yet again. Like 3 lost fights in this game, but this one here with the took out the main town center, took out the Orkney Nushi Mythic Age, and also made the villagers idle, allowed him to sort of stay alive yet again. Pulled himself back up, and then he did manage to win the fight on this position, which was really, really good. Killed off a talent center, but in this moment here, he really should have gone for the gold mine angle rather than going for the third town center. He did manage to take the third town center down, but if he'd taken down the castle on the right side, grabbed that gold mine, then all of a sudden this game is in a completely different position here. And also he could have gone for just, while going onto the right side, he could have got some destroyers to just go for that town center anyways, as a little bit of a undefendable sort of tactic. But yeah, after that all went down, it was, I think another thing here is just the idea of maybe going into some more counter barracks units is really, really good against Tsukiyomi. Like catapulties to take out Naginata riders with weightless mace, super strong, as well as taking out those backline. If you can get hero catapulties with weightless mace, they move so quick that they're basically like Huskal versus an archer, because against the Yumi horse archers, because they get the bonus there as well, and all of that other good stuff. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Can't believe destroy. Look, anyone who thinks that Atlanteans are weak right now, they're just bad at the game. That's all it is, and especially Iranos. Like Iranos and Gaia, they're really, really strong. I wouldn't say, like, I think I've said exactly what I think about the Atlanteans right now, but basically the whole thing with Atlantean is their army is difficult to use because it requires micro, and there's other civs like Norse that don't really require that much micro. It's more about engagement, like how you engage with your army, than the actual micro of it. But Atlanteans, without question, are you need a lot of micro. You need a lot of good decision making and all that other good stuff. The 305, yeah, Kronos is a really, really simple god, that's for sure. Stardust says, just so you know, there was a lag. It came back, but now your video is delayed from your audio. Is it okay now? It really shouldn't be bouncing. That's really weird. I just upgraded my internet as well. Might have to talk with the Deuterinos. Is there a new Cronus Rush build dude aged up at 235? Maybe. Do I think the map pool will change? I don't know. So the December, I don't know if there was a December patch. If there's going to be a January patch, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Not sure. Seems good now. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, now that you guys are here, can I play someone on this map? Trapped. I'm trapped. Alrighty, Illuminati. If sets on Ikai stays in the map pool next patch, devs are clueless. Maybe. I definitely don't like playing on sets on Ikai. That's not a map that I enjoy playing on. Illuminati's been playing really, really well recently. Like really, really well. He's a super high level player. You've started to enjoy the map? I don't believe you. You have to ready up twice, because you have to download the map or whatever. All right, let's see how we go. We got Set versus Fret on Trapped. I think this is going to be...
Skipan something. Skip jag vid. Veidemandur. Tilbúin.
It might be worth it for me to go for Forest Fire here, but I don't think so.
Já. Something.
Actually, you know what? I think I might go for a quick advance.
Something. Ég vil.
Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin. Satt. Já. Something. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil. Something. Skipan. Tilbúin. Something. Já. Something.
So, the reason for a quick advance here is he's really close to me, and I'm scared. Plus, my gold mine is somewhat exposed at the front of my base. So the whole idea of this map is that we're actually spawning really close to each other. I've got to get over here and drop this temple. But there's a lot of room behind us past these trees.
Tilbúin.
Já, tilbúin.
Já, something. Something. Ég vil. Skipan?
Okay, I need to get the wooden... Maybe a dwarf wouldn't go astray if I can manage to afford it.
Skipan? Já, ég vil. Veiðimaður. Tilbúin. Veiðimaður. Já.
Já, timbursveit.
Skipa. Ég vil. Skip something. Ég something.
Hver veiðimaður?
Hver satt?
Skipan. Timbursveit. Tilbúin. Satt. Timbursveit. Hver ég veiðimaður? Já. Já, veiðimaður.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Something. Ég vil. Satt. Ég vil. Something. Skip. Ég satt.
Já. Veiðimaður.
Hver það?
Hver satt? Veiðimaður.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Já, satt. Skipan, something. Já, hver það? Ég, já.
Something.
Til something, já. Já, já, ég vil. Til orustus, já, ég, já, ég, já. Atrás. Satt, já. Tilbúin, já, ég vil. Something. Til satt.
Skipa. Ég vil.
Hver það? Skipan. Já.
Til satt. Já, something. Ég vil.
Til, já, tilbú, ég vil. Já, satt. Hver samþykkt, ég vil. Tilbúin, já, samþykkt, ég vil. Já, já. Ég vil. Já, já, ég satt. Samþykkt, já. Til hver það? Tilbúin.
Okay.
Satt. Samþykkt.
Ég fyrir satt, ég já, já, samþykkt, ég vil, já, tilbúin, samþykkt,
Tilbúin. Já, veiðimaður. Ég vil. Veiðimaður.
Já, ég vil.
já, skip, já, fyrir, já, ég vil, tilbúin, já, ég vil, til samþykkt, já, fyrir tilbúin, ég já, satt, ég vil, skipa, já, ég samþykkt, satt, rótsveit.
Skip samþykkt. Skip hann. Já.
Til já. Hver samþykkt, já, satt, ég vil.
Skip rótsveit.
Já.
Skip. Ég vil. Til já. Samþykkt.
Skip veiðimaður.
Skipan.
Okay.
Til
Já. Skip samþykkt.
já. Fyrir já.
Til já.
Til
Skip.
satt, ég vil.
Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Já.
Já. Samþykkt. Skip. Já.
Til já, ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ég samþykkt.
Fyrir það,
Já.
Samþykkt, satt, ég tilbúin.
Skip. Já. Samþykkt. Ég samþykkt. Ég samþykkt.
Need to get some scouting info. Is he still spamming?
Já. Samþykkt. Ég
Já,
samþykkt.
skipan samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já, skipan. Já, ég já, satt. Til samt já, satt. Ég vil já. Satt, já. Já, samt ég vil.
Já. Ég vil. Skip. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil.
Já, satt, ég vil.
Já.
Hver ég timbursveit.
Tilbúin.
Hver ég vil. Ég vil.
Já. Já, samþykkt. Til orustu slag.
Til satt.
Tilbúin. Satt.
Til fyrir þar. Já.
Ég vil samþykkt.
Get in the tower, you pieces of shit.
Ég samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil.
Skip. Já, satt, ég vil. Fyrir já, satt.
Samþykkt.
Tilbúin, samþykkt. Já, satt.
Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já.
Já, ég satt.
Skip hann. Já.
Skipan. Ég
Hver þar? Satt. Timbursveit. Ég vil. Timbursveit.
Skip
Ég
timbursveit.
fyrir tilbúin. Fyrir þar.
Tilbúin. Skip. Já. Satrás.
Já, já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Fyrir til ég vil. Já,
Skip. Já. Ég vil.
fyrir þar. Fyrir til satt. Já, ég vil. Já. Satt. Fyrir þar. Tilbúin. Ég já. Já, satt. Atrás. Já, til orustu slag. Fyrir þar. Já, ég vil.
Til samþykkt.
Skip. Já, ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Skip.
Skipan?
Ég vil. Já. Fjósamann.
Já, ég vil. Já, samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Satt. Samþykkt. Já. Ég já. Samþykkt. Atrás. Já. Til orustu slag. Til ég já. Satt. Ég já. Samþykkt.
Já. Já. Ég samþykkt. Ég samþykkt.
Ég satt. Fyrir ég já. Samþykkt.
Ég vil samþykkt.
Já, satt. Já, tilbúin. Ég já, satt. Ég vil.
Já. Ég vil. Sækið fram. Já. Ég vil.
Já,
Já.
satt. Hver það? Skip.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já, tilbúin. Já, satt. Já, ég samþykkt. Skip fyrir. Já.
Skip. Já.
Skip. Já, ég satt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já.
Skip satt. Timbursveit.
Já. Samþykkt. Já.
Fyrsta. Já.
Tilbúin. Til orustu
Skipan.
Já. Ég samþykkt.
Já, ég vil. Tilbúin. Satt. Fyrir. Já, samþykkt. Ég já.
Já. Sækið fram.
Skip. Ég vil.
Ég samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já.
Já. Ég vil.
Til samþykkt.
Skip. Já. Já.
Skipan. Fyrir það. Já, ég vil. Satt.
Já. Skipan. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Já. Tilbúin. Skipan. Já.
Ég vil. Samþykkt. Já, ég samþykkt.
Já. Ég samþykkt. Ég vil. Já. Já. Ég vil. Já. 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 Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Ég já.
Já. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Já, ég já, samþykkt. Hver það? Já. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Nei.
Hver það? Tilbúin. Já. Grjótsveit. Samþykkt.
Já.
Já.
Skipan. Já, já. Tilbúin. Ég já, ég vil. Já, ég já, ég já. Já, ég já, ég fyrst já.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Já, samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Hver það?
Samþykkt.
Já. Samþykkt.
Já, ég vil.
Já. Ég samþykkt.
Skipan.
Tilbúið satt. Grjótsveit.
Skipan.
Já, samþykkt.
Já. Já.
Ég já.
Já. Samþykkt.
Dude, I ran it.
Tilbúin. Satt.
Já, samþykkt. Satt. Grjótsveit.
Tilbúin.
Skipan. Sækið fram. Já. Tilbúin.
Skipan. Ég vil. Ég vil.
Satt.
Ég samþykkt. Til ég vil.
Hver þar? Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Satt.
Já, já, ég vil.
Já. Ég vil. Ég vil. Skip. Já. Samþykkt.
Samþykkt. Já, ég samþykkt. Já, ég já. Ég vil. Satt. Samþykkt. Já, satt. Ég vil.
Ég samþykkt.
Samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
Hver já. Já.
Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég samþykkt. Ég vil.
ég samþykkt.
Til samþykkt. Ég vil. Ég vil. Til orustuslag. Samþykkt. Já, ég samþykkt. Að rás. Ég vil. Sækið. Já, samþykkt. Að rás. Skipan. Til orustuslag.
Að rás.
Ég vil.
Já, ég vil. Já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já.
Ég vil.
Skipan, hver ég satt. Tilbúinn. Samhver það. Veiðimaður.
Já, ég vil. Satt.
Já. Samþykkt.
Til já. Hver já? Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Hver það? Skip samt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Tilbúin. Ég. Já. Samþykkt. Já.
Hver ég vil.
Hver er samþykkt? Rósveit. Ég vil. Já.
Satt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Að ráð. Já. Ég vil.
Satt. Til orustuslag.
Skipan. Til skipan. Já.
Skipan.
Skip, já. Grjótsveinn.
Tilbúin. Ég samþykkt. Já.
Já.
Hver ég vil.
Tilbúin. Já. Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin. Já. Ég samþykkt.
Já, satt. Hver er það?
Tilbúin. Já. Tilbúin.
Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, ég samþykkt.
Skip. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil.
Skip samþykkt. Timbursveit.
Já. Tilbúin.
Já, ég já. Satt.
Til sækið fram. Já.
Ég samþykkt.
Já.
Hver er það? Timbursveit. Tilbúin.
Til grjótsveinn.
Já. Skip. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Ég vil. Já. Ég vil. Já. Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt.
Já.
Já. Já. Já. Ég samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin.
Ég vil. Samþykkt. Skip. Hver er ég?
Já. Skip. Ég vil.
Já. Tilbúin. Satt.
Hver er það? Satt. Ég satt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já.
Skip, hver er samþykkt? Ég vil. Veiðimaður.
Hver er það?
Skipan. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já. Til ég vil. Já. Til orustuslag. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Tilbúin. Já.
Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já.
Tilbúinn satt. Ég timbursveinn.
Ég vil. Skipan. Fyrir, já, satt. Já.
Já, veiðimaður.
Skipan, ég samþykkt. Timbursveit.
I don't know if I'm surviving here, guys.
Tilbúin.
Já. Ég vil. Fyrir satt. Já, til samþykkt. Satt. Já,
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Hver er það samþykkt? Já, tilbúin.
Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
Close. Oh, very, very close. I think I could have won this one. I threw away too many. I had too many units. I think maybe if I ran, gave this up, and then just went out to the outside, maybe I was okay. I need a select all myth unit hotkey. That's what we need. Do I have that one? Is that in here? Hotkeys. Myth. Find. Ah, I do have one. All right, let's make it I. Select all myth units on screen. I. So now I should be able to click this button. So whenever I need to click, if I've only got one type of myth unit, it's really good, and I can just quickly select it. Now, this is a really fun map. I think I found myself in maybe one of the worst possible situations, which is playing Frere versus Set. I doubt we'd see any of that. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. You gotta, well, I mean, when I'm fighting, all my hand moves from the left side over to the right side. I have 5 as my army hotkey, right? And then everything else is in index finger reach. So I'll have Y for range units, U for heroes, and I for myth units. Should be good. I did hear about the new Mythic Strike. We could probably run one of those. I'll have to be right back, guys. So I'll be 2 seconds. Give me a second. What? I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Now, I heard there is a new Mythic Strike mode. So let's the Immortal Struggle Volume 1 public beta. That's kind of sick. I definitely want to check that out at some point. Let me install that mod. Yeah, Illuminati's playing incredibly well right now. I think there's a little this here. I need to move this. There's like how do I put this? I think there was this really negative thing going around in the higher levels of the community, and potentially also that leaks down into the bottom levels, which was like looking at the game from the perspective of balance rather than the perspective of just trying to enjoy it. I don't know if that's maybe what's changed right now, where we're talking, I still like talking about balance. Balance is fun to talk about, but complaining about balance and thinking about that the entire time can be pretty negative. Do I need the DLC for this one? I have no idea. But I'm not going to play this right now. I'm just installing it for later. I didn't expect it to take this long. I really didn't expect it to take this long. Yeah. I don't believe that like the game was inherently balanced at all. At any real point, like in terms of easier god to play wins. Like that's never been the case in. Sorry, there's how do I put this? There's easy gods and there's hard gods, and there's like extracting max value out of the gods, right? Where is it? What's it called? Mythic Strike. M. Oh, there it is. How do I do this? Update. Do 1 TC fast stage, just mass, but yeah, bone archers, yeah. I don't know. I think the game was maybe just like a little too snowbally, which was the problem early on, which is why people would complain about balance. But even then, it's still snowballing now, so I don't know. I don't really know what's different right now. I think we could probably return back to like, with the right mentality, return back to no patch and enjoy that without question. The population has something to do with the snowball, you feel? Yeah, I feel that. I can hear you there. Makes some sense. It would be interesting if the population was much more tied into town centers rather than houses. That would be an interesting way to move forward. But then that would make town centers be more... I have data mods in it? Oh, come on. Is this a data mod? I thought it was just a campaign. Is it this one? Okay. I have to turn that off. I will be back for you, Immortal Struggle. But yeah. I remember I legitimately got so pissed off when what happened when Kavoth Sky Passage and stole my town center, because it was like a really, really nice town center. And I was like, I saw the town center. I was like, I'm going to enjoy this game. And I was like building up to this point where I'm like, this is going to be a really fun game for me because this town center is really nice. And I'm going to be able to play, have a fun game with it. And then he just sort of Sky Passage in, took the town center. And I was like, I was super upset. That's how the Iranos hatred started. Yeah. Let's go here. It was on Oasis, yeah. You know, it's like the game shows you something and goes, "You're gonna enjoy this," and then Iranos comes in and just ruins it. What a terrible god. We should just remove that god. All right, where's my Mythic Strike? Mythic Strike Deluxe. All right, who wants in? Yeah, we tried with the Draugr. The Draugr was fun. It almost worked. Might switch from a guy main to a Iranos main just to make my life miserable. Ugh. I have no idea what's different about this, so we'll do a little intro, and I might take time at the start. Hagrid, that is you might lose your mod. You got to be careful around these parts. There's some pretty angry streamers. Oh, and Moose, thank you for the raiding party. I know it was an hour ago, but I was not watching. Susanoo is better. I find Susanoo fun to play. I guess I find Rana's sort of fun to play. I find everything fun to play, to be honest. There's not really a god that I super don't enjoy playing at the moment. Maybe Noir. Noir's boring. I try and do fun stuff with Noir, but it always comes back to just drop Earthwall and play for Mythic Age. What's the one single best change from Legacy to Retold? That's difficult. That's difficult. All right, let's. I might look to answer that question another day. But we're gonna focus on Mythic Strike Deluxe V12 by Notad. Actually, never mind. I can answer. Yeah, Mini Yeti says Noir is the most creative and fun god in the game because he likes to cheese, but the problem with cheese is once the players understand what the cheese is, that's when it stops being good. It's like the Chronos Rush. No one understands it, so it's so good right now, but as soon as the people start understanding how to beat it, then it's just going to be terrible and you're never going to see it again. It's simple. All right. Hello? Hello? You're not working for me. Oh, there we go. Delays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be trying out Notad's new and improved Mythic Strike. This is the Deluxe V12 edition. I haven't seen this before. I understand there's some new options, some new Fandangle features, and all the other good stuff. We're going to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to take some time here. I know there's other 5 people waiting, but let's just have a little look through the whole thing. We've got the gameplay rules, so we'll check out this. Of course, I'm a big fan of starting with 1600 gold. We'll come over to starting income. I'm also a big fan of just a little bit more starting income. So we're just going to go up to that. The starting bonus can stay the same. Purchase, that can stay the same. That can stay the same. Discount, discount can go up by a little bit. Let's go up by 100. That all can stay, that can stay, that can stay, that can stay, that can stay. And we save the changes. That's cool. Now we can customize the arena layout. So I got the arena is going to be, we'll make it normal. Let's go with 5 towers. Let's go with wide. Can I go dense? No. We'll go wide. I don't know what's happening. I made 5 towers here, so that might be crazy. Customize defense events. Hells yeah. Shockwave. What happens here? Okay, Divine Slash, of course. Let's do a implode. Let's just do silly stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. This one here is gonna be Swampland, because that's OP. Over here we'll have Blazing Prairie. And we'll have a lightning storm. No gold boosts here. Great Flood sounds like a lot of fun. And then also a Smiting Gust on top of the Great Flood, just so it makes no sense what's going on. I like that. Then we'll go a Tornado on this last one. And another Divine Slash. This looks like fun. All right, save. And then customize map theming. What's this? Let's go with the cave. I don't know what that means, but we're going to go with the cave. And we'll go back. And we'll select game mutators. Ah! Random. Hells yeah, random unit selection. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is going to be fun. That's what we're after. Let's go. Get in here, guys. We got random unit selection. Time to just absolutely make things very, very silly here. All right, this is the Mythic Strike you know and love, but it's the Mythic Strike that we didn't know that we wanted. And we'll see how things are going to go as it's looking like our bases are quite close to each other, actually. We are in a cave, but nonetheless. This could be very interesting. Finally, use the town center to advance to the later ages, unlock units and techs, and I know how to play this game. If you don't know how to play this game, it's basically a battle simulator. Okay, so I need to get to the second age. I need to make... Actually, you know what? We'll just make a whole bunch of these guys. Because I spawn really quickly. I don't feel like I have random units. Like, I don't feel like I have those random units at all. I was looking forward to random units. I feel like I'm very much playing... Hello there. Oh no, I got owned by Automaton. I should have made some heroes. At least we have... There's something else. Okay, hang on. That's going to be a while. What do I go for then? So I have... I don't have Prometheans. Oh, I see. I understand now. I can't. Okay, I will make the Murmillo heroes. Okay, I'll make the dudes. It's fine. I got this. Make more dudes. Do we have a account? Is this cheaper? It's gonna be cheaper when? I don't know. Okay, so if that's the case... Oh, I can get this here. That's gonna be good. Extra speed on my Murmillos isn't a terrible idea, right? Discount is soon? Alright. What are you doing, Mr. Purple? I need you to spend some resources. Wait, are you in the... You're in the heroic age already. That's why you have nothing. I get it. That's fair enough. I'm okay with that. Alright, so we need to make this one as soon as we can. Should be very, very cheap because it's... Love heart. Okay, so that's 50? No, that's 50. So I get both of those. And I will continue to work towards what? I think we're getting pushed back here. Check how expensive the next line upgrade is. What do you mean? I can't. 200? 171? It's probably worth it for me to go next age and then get my next upgrades. So let's try that. Because you got a while to the next thing. And this is only 500 to get to the next stage. Yeah, shockwave him! We have some Najar. Let's go! Illuminati's making Toxotes, so we need something to kill the Toxotes with. I don't know which unit to make. I guess the wheel isn't a terrible idea. Look at this guy go. He's off on the side. He's killing your obelisk all by himself. Go Infernal, one Udo. Okay, now we go next age, and I'll start working on my heavy upgrades. Now, after everything that I've learned, Murmillo beat everything, so they should beat the Toxotes as well. They're a direct counter. But I don't have enough of them, so that's making life difficult. Go, 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 go. It's okay, the Najar are going to carry us, right?
Λέγε.
Do we have ourselves our upgrade yet? Nope. That's alright. The base will save us. The base is everything. Hero Merms beat everything? I mean, I have some Hero Merms. I don't have enough. I also want to get this tech too, but I'll grab that one next. Yes! Destroy him! Alright, I'm ready. I'm gonna break through all this now. Go, my heavy Murmillos. None beat you. Except for the automatons. Automatons OP. If only the Najar would kill the automatons and my Murmillo would kill everything else. Yes, shockwave him. Okay. Oh. I want that one too. So that's only 80 for plus 20 gold. That's really valuable. Alright, see now the one Yudo do work. What's the damage? Yes? Look at it go. Look at all the damage it's doing. Absolutely dominating. You can't stop the one Yudo. It could be a half decent idea to just delete all of my non-Murmillo heroes. Let's do that.
Μάλιστα. Ναι.
Sell?
Βούλομαι.
Now that will deal with everything. Hero Fanatic? Nah. Get the heal. Oh, true. I'm busy getting upgrades. I'm not going to have many units, but they're going to be very upgraded. It's quality over quantity. We are a... Normally we're a quantity stream, but for now we're going to be a quality stream. Oh, my pretties. Alright, so that's that tech in. Now I just need to sit back, relax, enjoy the view. Whenever this comes in... Oh, get that. Yes! Automatons... More like dead. Oh god, he's got the tower upgrades. That's brutal. I do want this because we're in the bonus, so a little bit of bonus goes a long way. Grab that. Happy days. And I'll just keep on spamming out these Murmillo heroes until it stops working. Now the question is, will our automaton buddy stop automatoning and go into something else, forcing me... Oh dear. Okay, now I see you there, good sir. I see you there. Let's, you gotta stop making these guys. What do I do then? If I can't make these guys...
Πρόσεχε.
I do have to tech switch. I really don't know what to tech switch into though.
Λέγε.
If I just get a handful of satyr? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? Nah, surely it's Caraballos to angle here. Because I've already got the armory upgrades. I just have to get this and maybe that too.
Πρόσταγμα.
And then maybe I also get some Terma. Because the Terma... This should be good. Unless my guy is stream sniping and he's going to change his comp before I even make my car baluster. We'll see. We'll see how stream snipey he is. Or how absolutely OP he is. Okay, he's not. He's not OP. It's fine. We got this. Now, shoot and scoop my heavy car baluster. Shoot and or scoot. Okay, Najjar, get in here and protect my car baluster quickly. Look at the damage from the one Uno, though. All right, my car baluster have successfully taken out his fanatics. That's good. Okay. So now what? I need a front line for them. And my Mythic Age behemoths aren't there. I'd love to have some behemoths. So I'm just going to have to go with automatons for now. Yeah. So we'll get this. Happy days. And I think what would make the most sense is... Oh no, he's still going to go with fanatics. Okay, fantastic. So how's he going to deal with my handful of automatons that are just going to frontline? He's not. Time out. Kill the back line. Uh-oh, he snuck around the back side. It was very rude. Quick, Najars, get in there. Front line for me. I could go catapulties as well. Nah, there's no point in catapulting when we can just automaton. What's our Mythic Age? Lampedes. It's not a bad idea to get some Lampedes in here. I could go for some birds. But he's got Toxotes and those things, and Draugr as well. Those things are really good. My Cairo Ballista should do very well here. Okay, I definitely think I need to get some of these guys in. I don't think that's my guy. I don't think I'm the guy who's supposed to be dealing with the cav. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not supposed to be me. Someone has to deal with those Toxotes. That is a problem. I'm dealing with the fanatics, the Cairo Ballista. I guess I could go for some Satyr and just pop them on the back. You should never get that upgrade before you get the Satyr out. That was dumb. Wait, I was not paying attention. That was not free. That was free. Whoops. We seem to be getting overwhelmed here, guys. Shockwaves. That's right, the Yati will kill off those raiding cav. Should I get this tech as well? How do I have this tech if I can't even make a Promethean? Okay. Sooner or later we'll get the Satyr out and we'll be good to go. Not gonna lie, they have a lot of stuff on us. I feel like we are dying. Wait, unless the defender's advantage is OP. Yeah, yep. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. And an implode? Get in here. Yep, sucky, suck. Get sucked. Okay, some more divine and another couple of implodes. Happy days. Okay, I feel like my satyr are not getting built for some reason. Oh, I missed it by that much. It's bullshit. These implodes are not doing anything. They are sitting here. Oh, they're doing something. Okay, get to work, my Deuterinos. Defend! Troy must never fall! Well. Yep, kill the tower, quick. Yep, sneak it down. Maybe I should have gone into Fnatic. The only way to beat Fnatic is to build Fnatic. Oh, we killed it. We got a tower. Let's go. Okay, that was not a good divine slash there, guys. Very disappointed with the effort on that divine slash. How is it fair that he gets Toxotes? What are these automatons doing just hanging out there? I don't understand. Alright. Well. We're doing what we can. There will be some satyr in here, but I don't think 2 or 3 satyr are going to do much. Back to Hero Mamilo. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this Divine Slash has been incredibly useless. Uh-oh. We do not appear to be winning this. Okay, Lightning Storm, Swampland, max value, let's go. We got a Jutsu. I should age up and get champion. You think I can afford to age up? In this day and age? In this economy? Nah. Nah. Okay, so the Great Flood, unfortunately, did not do very much for us there. In fact, it did negative because they used the Smiting Gust to send them flying. That's okay. This is where we hold them. This is where our comeback, our unit comp starts to really shine. Yeah, this is where we hold them. It's a lot of raiding cavalry. Get him, bird. I don't know why you're looking like that, but get him. What is the name of this? This is Mythic Strike. I don't think we've got this. I feel like my my mythic striking skills have really fallen behind the 8 ball. Oh, we have some axe carts. That'll save us. All my good units are disabled. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear.
Πρόσταγμα.
All right, we're gonna surely whatever happens, whatever I set the thing to do in the end here is gonna be brutal, right? Something tells me I set it to be a another divine slash, and it's just not gonna do anything. Or maybe it will. It'll divine slash everywhere. Oh, and a tornado. Okay, not gonna lie, this tornado, not the best tornado I've ever seen. Well, GG. Well, I mean, it's a new and improved version. It's very fun. I think there's a lot of interesting things to do with the settings. You're gonna have a lot of playing around with that. Customization is always fun. Yeah. You got me. But that was a fun one. GG. Again? I don't think we're going to go again. I want to play games. I still have to find... I still have to find... what's the next map to play on here? Golden Pit? Golden Valley? Oh, Golden Valley. Let's try that one. Start stream and host myth. You guys are obsessed. Oh, what is this map? It's called Golden Valley. I don't know. I've never played on it, but it looks really fun. Is it cheating to follow the stream and play? Of course! Never ever do that. That's cheating. It's not like Gold Rush. No, there's gold mines all over the place. I think it's just an abundant amount of gold mines. I will play Ra Son 03, who is a Smurf. 14 wins, 0 losses. Big Smurferino here. So if we lose, it's because they're smurfing. It was Mythic Strike Deluxe V12, yeah. Alrighty. Shenong versus Hades on this map, Golden Valley.
准备好了，建筑，请遵命，建筑工。
什么？好的。是的，好的。遵命，出发。遵命。是的。什么？矿工，请下命令。
什么？是的，出猎人。
什么？
Okay. So this is going to be a really, really big map, I think. Really defensive. Lots of room for him to... like, underworld stuff. Our army is going to be really slow, so we have to be somewhat aware of that.
好的，是，请下命令。出发，遵命，出发。
是的，
请下命令，遵命。建筑工、矿工。
什么？遵命。
But yeah, this map is gigantic.
准
Gigantic.
备好了，遵命，猎人。
什么？出发，猎人。
什么？遵命，出发。
Oh no, it's not that big. It's big, but it's narrow.
请下命令。
什么？遵命，请下命令。是的，遵命。
准备好了，
准备好了，出发。
I got owned by Ping there.
遵命，出发。
I wanted my Quafu out.
是建筑工、矿工。
It's alright, we should be able to maybe net
准备好，建筑工、伐木工。
请下命令。
something here.
遵命。
This town center is okay. This one I don't know.
准备好了，出发。遵命。什么？遵命，遵命，出发。
请下命令。
是的，准备好了，遵命，遵命，遵命，出发。准备好了，请下命，出发。是的，出发。准备好，遵命，遵命。什么？出发，出发。
That's something I'll definitely want. Help me with scouting and all the other good stuff.
是的。
是的。什么？准备好了，猎人出发，猎人遵命，出发。伐木工。
请下命令，出发，遵命，出发。
什么？
是的。 遵命，出发。遵命，出发。遵命。
是的，建筑工、伐木工，请下命。建筑伐木工。
请下命令。
好的。是的。准备好了。准备好了。是什么？
请下命令。
准备好了。
I do kind of want an extra Quafu out right away.
出发。是什么？遵命，出发。
是的，建筑猎人。
That's just a stock standard advance, but let's see if he sends his guys right at me or not.
出发。遵命。出发。 什么？是的，遵命。
什么？请下遵命，猎人。
是的，遵命。准备出发。是的。
什么？好的，请下命令。是出发。
准备好了。什么？建筑工、伐木工。
准备好了，遵命，出发。出发。出发，遵命。准备出发。请下出发。遵命，出发。是的，遵命。
请下命令。
是的。出发。建筑猎人。
是的。出发。是的，请下命令。
好的，是的。什么？出发。遵命。
准备建筑猎人。
是遵建筑工。
准备好的。
请下命令。
什么？
准备好了，出发！请下命令。遵命。出发。
是的，出发。是的。
是的，伐木遵命。出发。遵命。出发。
One granary, please.
请下命令。遵命。建筑工。
好的。
什么？出猎人。是的。
请下命令。是的，好的。
准备好了。
是的，是的。好的，是的。
什么？
什么？请下命令。
What's that?
遵命。出发。遵命。
出发。遵命。出发。建筑工，准备好，请下命令。什么？
什么？好的，准备好了。是的，好的。
请下命令。
准备伐木工，伐木遵命。出发。
是的。
是的。遵命，开战。准出发。遵命。是出发。
什么？是的。
请下命令。
建筑工，伐木工。
是的。好的。
遵命。建筑工。
是的。准备好了，建筑工，伐木工。
请下命令。什么？
什么？遵命。猎人。
准备建筑工，建筑工。
出发。遵命。
什么？是的。出发。猎人，请下命令。
是的。伐木工，猎人。
是的。建筑工，遵命。
请下命。遵命。出发。遵命。
I don't think that's how you're supposed to use that god power.
是的，建筑请下命令。建筑工什么？建筑工，遵命出发。建筑工
出发，准备就绪。遵命，出发。准备好了，遵命。请下命，出发。请下命，猎人。好，遵命，出发。遵命，出发。出发，遵命。出发，出发。什么？遵命。准备好了。
防猎人。
请下出遵命，是出发。准备好了，遵起出发。什么攻击？是的，请下遵命。开战！
是的，
是的，开战攻击。
Got him. I know the playbook.
是的，出发，出发，遵命，出发。建筑工，
准备好的。
准备好，遵命矿工。
遵命，遵命。
请下命令，猎人。
什么？准备好了。
什么？建筑工，建筑工。
请下。是的，出发。什么？建筑工。
请下命令，准备建筑工。
请下命令。准备好了。请下命令。遵命。
是的，是的，好的，是的，
是的。准备好了，出发。
是的，出遵命，建筑工。
准备就绪，请下命令。遵命，出发。什么？请下命。准备好了。是的，请下什么？出发。是的，建筑工，请矿工。
什么？
请出发。什么？
准备，请下命令。出发。遵命。
请出发。好的。是的。
出发。遵命。准备好了。
Eyes Machine, thank you for the raiding party, my friend.
出发。
准备好了，遵命，出发。遵命，烈士的，请下命令出发。建筑什么？建筑工。
请下是的，出发。请下命令。
好的。
是的，遵出发。猎人。
出发。好，准备就绪，请遵命，出发。什么？出发，出发。好的，遵命。攻击。准备好了，准备就绪，请下命令。前进，准备就绪，出遵命，开战。
Move。
好的，出发，攻击。请下命令，出发，出发，出发，遵命，准备遵命，前进。出发，遵命，攻击。遵命，开攻击。遵命，出发，遵命，请下命令。
遵命。是的。
遵命。
请下命令，遵出发。遵命，准备好了，请下命出发。伐木工，什么？遵命出发。伐木。
请下命令，准备就绪，出发。
是的，矿工。什么？
准备好了。
遵命。建筑工，准备好了。建筑工，请下伐木工。建筑工。
好的，出发。攻击。是的。出发。是的，是的，开战。遵命。遵命。出发。遵命。出发。
是的，好的。
什么？出发。
请下命令，准备就绪，公开战。什么？是的。什么？出发。
遵命。是的。
准备就绪，遵命。攻击。是的，海中是攻击。出发。遵命。是的。
准备，遵命。
好的。出发，遵命，准备好了，攻击。什么？是出发。
好，出发。
准备遵命，出发。好的，遵命，出发，出发。是的，攻击。好，遵命。准备就绪。请下遵命，开战。请下命令。是遵命。是的。是的，出发。好的，准备就绪。
I didn't do anything.
是的，准备好了，是遵命。出发，猎人。
是的，好的，请下命令。
请下命令。建筑工，建筑工，农夫。出发。请下命令。遵命。遵命。什么？出发。遵命。是的，准备就绪。遵命。前进。是的。
出发。是的。
什么？
遵命。建筑工。
请下命令。是的，遵命。建筑猎人。
请下命令。准备好了。开战。是的。请下命令。好的。开战。是的。什么？攻击。是的。请下命。是的。什么？出发。出发。准备出发。请遵命。出发。遵命。是的。农夫。
准备好了，出发。农夫。什么？伐木工。
行。请遵命。出发。遵命。是的。遵命。准备，请下命令。遵命。是的。准备。行。是的。遵命。准备就绪。遵命。行。遵命。遵命。行。遵命。请下出发。行。遵命。
请下命令。
请出发。建筑工。请。是的。准备就绪。行。遵命。行。遵命。出发。请遵命。出发。出发。好的。出发。出发。是。出发。请下遵命。出发。准备好。矿工。
是的。遵命。矿工。
是。遵命。出发。好的。遵命。请下命。出发。准备。出发。遵命。请下命令。
请下命。建筑工。
准备就绪。是的。
准出发。遵命。建筑工。
准备就绪。是的。遵命。好的。准备就绪，请下出发。遵命。
I can't break through this bullshit here, can I?
好的，遵命。
准备。是的。遵命。出发。
准备就绪。准备好了，出发。遵命。开战。
什么出发？
出发。是的，出发，前进。 请下遵命，
请下命令。
请遵命。
什么？遵命。楚矿工。遵命。剑士，
请下命令。
是的。准备好了，出发。
准备好了，出发。
什么？出发。是出发，遵命。
什么？请遵命。出遵命。伐木工。伐木工，建筑工，猎人。
请下命令，准备就绪。
遵命。是的，遵出发。
好的。是的，请下命令就出遵命。
遵出发。
是的，出发。遵命。出遵命。准备好了。出发。遵命。出发。准攻击。好的，出发攻击。开战。
是出发。
好的，遵命。
准备就绪。是出发。遵命。
什么？遵命。猎人。
请下命令。出发。攻击。
下是的，出发，遵命。出发。
请就绪，遵出发。
准备好，请下出发。建筑工。
请下命令。
什么？
遵命。出矿工。
什么？好的。是的。行。
遵命。
遵命。行。
遵命。遵命。
是的，请下命令。
师尊出发。建筑工，准备建筑工。是建筑工。什么？建筑工。
准备好。建筑什么？
请建筑。
请下建筑。
是的。
请下命令。准备遵命。准备就绪。准备就绪，遵命。
什么？遵命。
请下命令。
是的。
行，是的，遵命。准备就绪，请下命令。行。行，遵命。行。
请出发，遵命，出发。
准备就绪，遵命。出发。
准备好了，猎人。
准备好了，遵命，出发。建筑工。什么？建筑？
是的，遵命。
请下命令，遵猎人。
请下命令。
什么？建筑工。
准备就绪。是的。准备就绪。是的，准备好了。是的，开战攻击。是的。
好，是的。
农夫。
是的。建筑农夫，请建筑农夫。
出发，遵命，开战。出发，遵命，出发。请下命令。
建筑工。
准备就绪。遵命，出发。是的，出发，遵命。出发，遵命。遵命。
请下命令。
准备好。建筑工。建筑工。
是的。是的。
什么？出发。准备好了。建筑工，请下命令。什么？建筑工。
准备就绪。
I can't kill this army, man.
出发。遵命。是的。遵命。出发。遵命。
It's just like nothing but fucking Peltas, and the Peltas just won't fucking die.
准备好了。
准备好了。
遵命。建筑工，准备好了。伐木工。
准备建筑伐木工。
遵命。
什么？
啊！
遵命。出发。请下命令。出发。遵命。
出发！遵命。是的。
遵命，遵出发，遵出发。
请下命令。
All right, Mr. Smurf, whoever you are, you have managed to win, but no one knows who you are.
是的，建筑工。
Yeah, I know Magyar streams League. This is really big. I don't know about that one. It'd be fun though. Are we gonna do a dry Arabia map? Let's try that. I don't have a map size on large or something, do I? No. Am I very hyped for this AOM? Yeah, I am. I'm very much looking forward to some stuff. It really doesn't matter. Just hit go. You just have to ready up twice, that's all. Dry Arabia versus the Tsukiyomi. Not the best map for the old Frere, not gonna lie. Definitely not the Tsukiyomi. We'll see. I guess we come here. Tier Fing, Anger, and Tier Sword.
Já. Skipan? Hver er það? Timbursveit.
Hver er það? Timbursveit.
Tilbúin. Já. Já. Samþykkt.
Skipan.
Já.
So, what is the map looking like? It's the big question.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin. Já. Skip. Samþykkt. Já. Já. Samþykkt.
Is there a town center behind me? I better just scout my back because I really have no idea what's going on.
Tilbúin. Já. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Oh, there's a back town center with nothing close to it. Okay.
Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Unless there's a back gold mine, back food. That's disappointing.
Já, skipan.
Til skipan.
Tilbúin.
Hver þar?
Til já.
Okay.
Til skipan. Til já. Tilbúin.
Skipan.
So all the food is sort of forward. Grabbing this position is probably the way to go. I think.
Skipan.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Ég vil.
Já, veiðimaður. Tilbúin, veiðimaður.
Já. Ég vil.
Skip.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Hver það? Timbursveit.
Hver þar?
Já.
What are we gonna do? We open up with like one longhouse herdman, herser, and go here and then pray? As an idea?
Skipan.
Hver þar?
Til já. Tilbúin. Já. Ég vil. Já.
Skipan.
Satt, veiðimaður. Já,
Tilbúin. Veiðimaður.
tilbúin, veiðimaður.
Skipan.
Skip, ég veiðimaður, veiðimaður.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Timbur. Ég vil. Timbursveit. Já.
Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Hver þar?
Já. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Satt, ég tilbúin.
Hver þar?
Já, satt.
Já.
Já, samþykkt.
Til skipan. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já.
Til ég vil, satt.
Til skipan. Til já. Ég vil. Já.
Skipan, samþykkt. Já. Hver samþykkt? Ég vil, satt. Já, samþykkt.
Yeah, I think we just send straight over to this wood. That'll build us up to our goal here.
Ég vil, já. Tilbúin. Satt, ég vil. Hver samþykkt? Satt, já, ég já. Samþykkt. Skip, satt, já. Tilbúin. Ég vil, samþykkt, já. Satt. Ég vil, skipa, samþykkt, já. Hver tilbúin, já, ég vil. Skip, satt, ég vil. Hver þar? Samþykkt.
Tilbúin.
Já. Satt. Samþykkt.
Skipa, tilbúin. Já, já.
Samþykkt.
Hver ég vil, samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Skipan.
Já.
Til satt.
Hver þar?
Já. Ég vil.
Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já, ég, já.
Samþykkt. Já.
Skip, sass, já.
Hver þar? Skipan.
Well,
Tilbúin. Já.
that's super annoying. I thought I had some herdmen here to defend, but apparently I sent them forward.
Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Skip, samþykkt. Satt.
Oops.
Já. Ég vil. Hver þar?
Skipan.
Já. samþykkt.
Tilbúin, já, ég vil.
Ég vil samþykkt.
Hver satt? Skipan. Ég vil samþykkt. Hver er það?
Hver er það? Tilbúin, satt.
Tilbúin, satt. Ég vil.
Hver er þar? Ég vil.
Já.
Satt. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Veiðimaður.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skipan.
Já. Samþykkt.
Já.
Skipan. Satt. Ég vil.
Hver er ekki samþykkt? Satt. Tilbúin. Ég samþykkt. Já, satt. Já, ég vil.
Hver er það? Já. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Tilbúin. Skipan. Samþykkt, já.
Hver samþykkt?
Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Tilbú. Satt. Fjósamaður.
Já, samþykkt.
Hver er það?
Skipan.
Tilbúin, samþykkt.
Hver er það? Já, já. Ég vil satt. Tilbúin. Ég vil samþykkt. Já, já. Ég vil.
Ég vil.
Uh,
Já, tilbúin, já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
really need to get a scout off onto what he's actually building. I imagine he's just going for
Tilbúin, já.
horse archer or something like that, right?
Hver er það? Já, satt. Samþykkt.
Ég samþykkt.
Já, til orustu slag.
Tilbúin, já. Já, samþykkt, já. Já, samþykkt.
Skipan. Já, satt.
Já, tilbúin, ég vil.
Skipan.
Skipan, já, ég vil. Tilbúin, já, samþykkt, ég vil. Skipan, já, samþykkt. Já, já. Ég vil, já. Tilbúin, samþykkt. Já.
Já, satt. Hver atrás?
Ég vil. Tilbúin, já, ég vil.
Já, skipan. Já. Samþykkt.
Já, samþykkt, já. Til samþykkt. Atrás. Ég vil, já, já.
Já, satt. Ég vil.
Skip, satt. Hver er það? Ég vil.
Hver er þar? Samþykkt. Já.
Tilbúin. Sækið fram.
Tilbúin. Satt. Já, ég vil.
Já, samþykkt. Skipan. Ég vil. Já, ég vil. Já, já. Atrás.
Hver er það?
Samþykkt.
Skip. Já. Tilbúin.
Já, ég vil. Satt. Hver er þar? Tilbúin. Timbursveit. Skipan.
Já, samsatt. Hver er ég við? Veiðimaður.
Já, já. Hver er satt? Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Timbursveit. Já, ég vil. Timbursveit.
Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, já. Samþykkt.
Hver er það? Satt. Já, satt. Ég vil. Ég vil.
Hver er það? Samþykkt. Veiðimaður.
Satt.
Skipan. Já, samþykkt. Já, ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, samþykkt. Já, já. Samþykkt. Já.
Já, satt. Veiðimaður.
Samþykkt.
Já.
Tilbúin.
Já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Tilbúin. Hver er það? Ég vil. Timbursveit. Skipan.
Já, já.
Já, veiðimaður.
Skip. Já. Tilbúin. Já, samþykkt. Já. Skipan. Ég vil.
Hver er það? Tilbúin. Ég samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Ég vil. Já.
Tilbúin. Satt. Samþykkt.
Hver?
Sveit.
Já. Tilbúin til orustuslag.
Samþykkt. Hver það? Já, tilbúin. Skipan. Satt.
Skipan.
Tilbúin. Já.
Tilbúin. Grjótsveit. Hver það? Satt.
Já, ég vil.
Tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil.
Skipan. Tilbúin. Satt. Timbursveit.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Skipan. Samþykkt.
Já.
Já. Já, tilbúin.
Okay.
Tilbúin. Já, ég vil.
Hver það? Ég samþykkt.
Skip satt. Ég vil.
Já.
Samþykkt. Já, já.
Hver það satt?
Já, skipan til já. Sjá til já.
Satt.
Já. Samþykkt. Satt.
I really needed walls here.
Skipan.
Tilbúin. Já.
Ég samþykkt. Já.
Tilbúin.
Já, ég samþykkt. Sækið
Skipa
fram.
timbursveit. Hver er þar? Skipa satt.
That
Samþykkt.
was bad.
Skipan. Ég vil.
Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já.
Hver þar? Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Ég vil.
Okay.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Já, ég samþykkt. Skip. Já, ég já. Já. Já.
Já.
Til ég vil.
Já. Satt. Grjótsveit. Skipan. Samþykkt.
Já, já, ég til ég, já, ég samþykkt.
Já, satt.
Já.
Tilbúin. Satt.
Tilbúin. Skip. Ég vil. Hver er þar? Samþykkt.
Hver þar? Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já. Grjótsveit.
Já, 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 skipa samþykkt. Til ég, já. Ég vil.
Ég samþykkt. Ég vil. Já, satt.
Já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin.
Já.
Satt.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já, já, samþykkt.
Might as well take that back town center. We could try and get Mythic Age. That'd actually be the better call.
Skipan. Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Satt. Hver þar? Samþykkt.
I need to get more.
Ég vil.
Skip.
Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Skipan.
Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Já. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Já,
Hver það?
Ég samþykkt. Já, ég vil. Já, skipan. Tilbúin. Já, samþykkt. Ég vil.
Skip. Hver það? Satt.
I'm just gonna keep on making Migdol. Not Migdols. What are they called? These things. How are they?
Já. Að rás. Tilbúin. Ég, já. Samþykkt.
Ég vil.
Já, ég vil. Tilbúin. Ég samþykkt.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Timbursveit.
Já, skipan. Já, ég vil. Samþykkt.
Ég, já. Ég satt. Satt. Já, ég vil. Já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Hver er þar?
Tilbúin til
Já.
orustuslag.
Satt. Skipan.
Já, já. Rás. Já. Tilbúin. Sækið. Já. Fram. Tilbúin. Rás. Skip. Til orustuslag. Já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Já. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Já.
Satt. Samþykkt. Tilbúin.
Hver þar?
Ég vil. Tilbúin. Já, ég samþykkt. Já, já, samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Hver er þar? Ég vil.
Búkarl.
Skipan. Ég vil. Já, tilbúin. Já.
Ég vil. Já, satt. Ég vil.
Já, samþykkt. Já.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Já. Fair, yes, yo. Yes, something.
More forts.
Ég vil, já.
Skip, sækið fram. Ég vil. Samþykkt, tilbúin. Já, samþykkt. Já. Skip, atrás. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Já. Satt. Atrás.
Já. Já. Ég vil.
Skip tilbúin. Já. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Fyrir það. Ég, já. Ég vil. Satt.
Ég, já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Skip. Já. Ég, já.
Já, satt. Til, já. Ég vil. Já.
Samþykkt.
Já. Til orustuslag. Satt. Ég vil. Fyrir þar. Atrá, já. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin. Ég, já.
Hver ég vil. Grjótsveit.
Skip hann til já. Samþykkt. Skip. Ég, já.
Já, skipa. Satt. Já, satt.
Just need more forts. I don't have enough. Let me just build some more just in case we can get through here.
Tilbúin. Fyrir þar. Já, skip. Já.
Samþykkt. Já.
Satt. Já. Samþykkt.
I should
Skip hann. Já.
look to secure that as well.
Já. Tilbúin til orustuslag. Já. Já.
Já.
Tilbúin. Já.
Ég vil.
Skip sækið fram.
Samþykkt.
Tilbúin.
Já, ég satt. Samþykkt. Já.
Já.
Skipan, grjótsveit.
Samþykkt til já.
Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
Skip. Já. Ég vil. Já.
I forgot I have this tech. And by tech, I mean this.
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já.
At least you can get Fred's gift from it.
Skip hann.
Tilbúin.
Já. Til orustuslag.
Skip.
Tilbúin.
Ég satt.
Já. Ég vil. Hvað er þar?
Tilbúin, sam grjótsveit.
Já.
Já. Skip hann. Til já.
Til, já. Fyrir ég samt, já. Ég samt, já. Satt. Já.
Tilbúin. Atrás. Já. Til skip hann.
Go, my wolf!
Já.
Blow him up!
Ég vil.
Til skip já. Já. Samþykkt. Ég já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samþykkt já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt.
Now we take this one.
Já.
Grjótsveit. Tilbúin. Timburs. Já.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Hey, GG! Oh! Hillfort Gaming! Oh! Yeah, and Frere is actually would be absolutely amazing on this map. Is there a reason I didn't make dwarves? Did it seem like I needed gold at any point? No. So that's why I didn't make dwarves. These bigger maps, I'm really enjoying them. I mean, it might not be fun for the top players because they're so prepared for all the small maps that Age Mythology Retold's got for them, but there's a lot of room for play on these maps. I guess the only issue is that we'll probably only see like the late game gods. But can I explain the dwarf thing? Well, I always had plenty of gold and I just didn't need any more, so I was just building gatherers. Part of the reason for like mass gatherers over dwarves is that I have the ability to move my economy around. So you'll note that I dragged my villagers off of wood over onto gold afterwards, but that was only after I put my farms down. So it allows me a lot more flexibility. Of course, if you know how to use dwarves really well, it's probably better to use dwarves. But in this situation, I enjoyed my my other angle. I think I might have to call it there. I am retired. What's the best plan? Is Zeus against Gaia? It's not a simple matchup. I think it's pretty equal. I think not really sure. It's a whole bunch of offbeat stuff that would be fun to try. Like you can do like a hidden Minotaur hoplite rush that can catch the, as long as you hide the Minotaur well enough, you can catch your opponent out. Like if you want to think about standard play, you have to make sure you are countering their units really well. Like if they go for Murmillo, you have to make sure you're making a Hapaspis. So you got to get to heroic age. Using bronze and things like that to get yourself the big advantage in the heroic age as well is another really important thing. But yeah, I'm gonna head off for now, guys. It's 2 a.m. I am trying to flip back to normal, but I'm not there yet. I'm a bit tired still, and I can't really fully flip until after this week is over. So I'm gonna raid May Shadowfax, and I'll see y'all for more Gimmidy games tomorrow. I'll probably be on a little bit earlier tomorrow. And I'll still be going till 2. So I'm trying to get like that 6-hour stream in, and then maybe Sunday evening I'll try for the 8 hours. We'll see how we go. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.